What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants. No hate. So, salute to Claressa Shields. Her opponent, Vanessa Jones, she came out and we know how the fight went. Now, I wanted to do this video the night of the fight, but I had some things I had to do. That was more important. And I decided to, no rush. I'll get it in by Monday. I said, all right, no problem. Shields did what she had to do. She did the damn thing. Now, I'm going to do this video, and I'm going to explain some things in this video. And I'm going to explain things that were sent to my comment section. I'm going to explain things that was said in other comment sections. And I'm going to pretty much just, bring awareness like I always do to the truth, okay, and to people doing things and exposing themselves. So, first off, salute to Shields. Detroit, stand the fuck up, because at the end of the day, I've been saying this from day one. I focus on the fights, what's going on in the ring. We are in a day and time where people don't respect the truth. They don't respect what's real. So I'm not going to change and lower myself to try to be like what everybody else is. Never. I can't. Because none of you motherfuckers could never be me, and I would never want to be you. So how this works is real simple. For all of us that want to just watch boxing and enjoy boxing, give our views and thoughts on the fight itself, and if we're speaking about the fighters, it would be nice to be able to just, put things out there in a positive way. Well, everybody's not positive, including a lot of the fighters, okay? The funny thing is how we want to pick and choose who talks too much and who's just being themselves. Or you got to love him or her, they're just being entertaining. But some of us get the, oh, she talked too much. Your nationality gets attached to your description. They reference you with racial slurs and then say, no, I'm just saying. You're just saying what? But of course, keyboard warriors, keyboard tough guys, These little bitch-made motherfuckers don't even show their face on their channels. So, but they always have this tough shit to talk about. They know they don't live anywhere near you. And, yeah, they this is what they do. Okay? Now, I'm a fan. I know you're a fan, bitch, but I'm not a fan of you. Fuck you. I know you're a fan. And this is what these people do. Now, before this fight happened with Shields and Jones, I had people, oh man, how could you say that Hannah Gabriels won't beat Shields now? You don't know that, this and this and that. And I say, so what is your opinion? I think she wins. I said, okay, now, fuck you and your opinion. Who the fuck are you to give your opinion on who you think would win? But I'm not supposed to give mine, simply because you don't want her black ass to win. You racist bitch. And that's all this shit came down to. And I'm about to break some shit down to you guys real quick. So, what basically happened was this. Hannah Gabriels made a video. And in her video, she looked really desperate. Now, I've always respected Hannah Gabriels as a fighter. But y'all know, I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't play favoritism. But just like anybody, I have the right to like whatever fighter I want. If I don't like a fighter, I don't. I never dislike a fighter because of their skin color, their nationality. Facts. And I can say that shit. A lot of other motherfuckers can't. That's why they always try to twist opinions and facts together, because they're too dumb to even know what a fact and opinion is, but they try to twist the two because they want to justify their bullshit. So what happened was, Hannah Gabriel says in this video, and this is the first video I've seen of her. It even says on the video, first video since her suspension, and X amount of time, or something to that. Like her last video of her explaining what happened with putting the cream on her dogs and whatever. So what ended up happening was, she says in this video, the reason that she was suspended is because boxing, the sanctioning bodies, was trying to protect Shields because they knew what she was going to do to her. Now, this was nothing, as far as I'm concerned, but a desperate attempt to get some attention, and that video got no traction whatsoever. Nobody's even talking about the shit. But you can pull that shit up on YouTube and watch it. And this is all she pretty much is doing. So, my whole thing was, so, now that this suspension is lifted, you've already stated your case, right, about what you did, and you put cream on the dogs, and then you talked about how you were going to expose the truth. You've yet to do that and go into what happened and who you spoke to and who was dirty, and why are you not filing a lawsuit against them? Because according to Hannah Gabriels, she explained to them what was in the cream and what she did or whatever procedure she was going to do on the dogs before she even did it, and they gave her the okay. So in other words, instead of you saying that you was set up by WADA, okay, whatever, no, you say they suspended you. First of all, the WBC, the IBF, the WBO, the WA. First of all, understand something, right? When you get suspended, okay, when you get suspended, it's supposed to be because you're found guilty, okay, of cheating. And pretty much, you know, the flips, the thing that's flip-flop about it is because for a fighter to be able to prove their innocence, it's going to pretty much not be a variety of ways for you to be innocent and have shit in your system. You understand? So, instead of her talking like that, she's talking about Shields being protected and all this stuff. Nobody trying to hear that shit. So, in the video, I responded with, what does it really matter anyway? Like this, so I just told her this. I said, this looks desperate. I said, and this type of stuff right here is not what she needs. I said, at the end of the day, she beat you when it mattered the most, right? And she beat you again. Now, this is me speaking. This isn't Hannah Gabriel's channel, right? I'm responding to her comment. Okay, somebody decides to want to, oh, how could you say that? The guy that I told you about. So, bottom line, he says, oh, you didn't even know who she was. Now, this goes to show you, I didn't say that in the video. This goes to show you what I mean about how people watch your videos, right? They won't comment, or they will comment with some dumb shit and then they get blocked. But these are the same ones that sit there like little hoes. They just can't help themselves. So I said, first of all, let me explain something to you, dummy. I don't know any female heavyweights. So no, I didn't know that Hannah Gabriel's moved to heavyweight. So what are you telling me that you think that I don't know? Stupid, I'm the one who said it. So what are you repeating to me that for? Right? I said, so at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I said what I said. I'm not going to explain to this bitch. So what ends up happening, think about this. I see all these comments talking about how Hannah Gabriels went up to heavyweight. Shields never did that. Yeah, these were comments. Shields never did that. Well, she's right. She does get favoritism. She never did that, but Gabriels did. That's a great accomplishment in her career, especially coming up from the smaller divisions. Shields only went up to 168. That's what was said. Okay, now Shields goes up to 175. She goes up there and she destroys Vanessa Jones. And you know what they're saying? Oh, big deal. There's not even 30 women in that division. Blah, 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 blah. So wait. So when Hannah Gabriels went up and she won that championship, and mind you, from that comment about how she went up and she did that and Shields never did it, oh, this dude had like around, was it like 80-something thumbs up? Yeah. So you all agree, yeah, Shields never did that. That's right, Gabriel, right. Now Shields do it, let's downplay her accomplishment. So she goes in there. I'm not really here to break down the fight. What I will tell you is, you know what Shields showed me? Shields even said before the fight, because she's going up in weight, her punch output is probably not going to be the same. You know, you fell out and you don't want to push the pace too much, because that type of weight, you know, fighting at this walk around weight at a very fast pace could make her tire out faster than, you know, fighting at the smaller weights that her body was more accustomed to. But at the same time, you know that your opponent is more than likely, okay, I'm naturally fighting at this weight a longer time, so I'm good with it, right? They're going to try to push you to make you fight more than what you want to. Well, Shields is pacing herself, but she's pacing herself in the first round. But Jonas, she's not doing much of shit either. But Shields is basically pacing. Okay, notice like the last 30 seconds of that round, Shields start pouring it on her ass, right? What is Shields doing? Well, there's not really much happening right now. It's only 2 minutes a round. There's not much happening. Let me make sure I make it clear who won this round. And that's what she did. Second round, I'm expecting Jonas to come out and try to be more aggressive. John David Jackson, he's telling Shields, like, you know, don't get so excited, you know, calm it down, right? Well, second round, you see what happened. And the thing about it is Jonas was trying to bring that heat. Shields showed that incredible hand speed. Like, she didn't get slower at all. Even though she went up in weight, didn't get slower. Well, she drops her twice, right? Last round, the second round, and when she knocked her down the third time, whatever it was, when she got back up, her cornerman was already on the apron getting ready to stop the fight. He was on the apron. You watched the fight, and even the announcer even caught it as well. He was on the apron ready to throw the towel in, and then the referee stopped the fight. When she got up, she started getting her ass kicked. She was getting dropped, and Shields, too much speed. That power was there. And here's the funny thing about it. Now, I sit here and I read tweets. Alicia Baumgartner, for some reason, you know what's so funny to me is, and yeah, there's other people on the card. She could say she was there for that person. Well, I just came out for the event. Why are you there to support anything if Shields is in it? Especially if she's headlining. You don't want to fight her. You made it clear. You pretended. She tweets something like, first she says, good patience by Shields. Then she tweets like, just know this girl ain't scared to fight her. Then she tweets some shit like, oh, they do this all the time for Detroit, because of the ovation. And I'm like, wow, just look at the hypocrisy and the hate all within her own tweets. Then she tweets some shit that says about time because she got the knockout, right? So I'm sitting there like, then she tweets the picture of Martin from the movie Life when they would get ready to go to sleep or whatever. Now, I took that as this, right? She was either saying, okay, it's time to bounce. You know, and that's the part where Martin was telling Eddie Murphy, I got an ass whooping brewing for you don't stop fucking with me or whatever. So I don't know. I really don't care. But bottom line is you saw the sarcasm in what she was saying. You saw the jealousy in there. And that's what that is. You're tweeting about someone not even in your weight class. You're tweeting about someone that you don't truly don't want to fight, and you know you don't. Okay? And she also tweeted, now why did they stop that fight? Okay. I have a question for Alicia Baumgartner and anybody else that's too stupid to understand their own stupidity. Amanda Serrano just fought the other week. Why didn't you ask that same question about the referee that stopped the Amanda Serrano fight? Amanda Serrano's opponent never went down. She just was getting hit here and there with some shots. Amanda Serrano was winning, yeah. She was pouring, coming with the pressure, but she never went down. Okay, she never went down, and the ref stopped. This girl got dropped multiple times. And her cornerman was up on the corner, up on the apron, ready to throw in. But you see, when you're so full of hate, you overlook the facts. So that don't make you look good because you're talking shit. You should be fucking worried, focus on your up-and-coming events. Your next fight, what you got going on. Now, here's some shit. I listened to Amanda Serrano talk. I listened to these channels. I listened to all of them talk. Now, here's the funny thing about it, right? For all of these little jealous bitches, yeah, let me be raw on it. These little jealous bitches that get upset and want to hate on Claressa Shields because of her success in the ring and she back up what she say. Amanda Serrano stood there and told y'all she's the GOAT. Where's all this energy towards her? And you're in her weight class or closer to her weight class. Where's all this energy to fight her? This is the same woman that says she'll fight you on one condition. That the fight goes 12 rounds. 3 minutes a round. You don't want to do that. And why is she putting that extra stipulation? Why? Because real simple, she's done it already. She don't think you can. And when we look at Alicia Baumgartner, to me, I think that's her Achilles heel against Amanda Serrano. First off, you heard me say, skill for skill, she can match Serrano. In fact, she's sharper than Serrano. Okay, I think skill-wise, technically, she's smoother than Serrano. She's sharper than Serrano. Now, Serrano, if you watch her, she steps in, she leads with the chin, and she throws winging shots. And then she'll come with the other shot. She'll move her head here. Then she'll walk in, square up. She always leads. She on her lead foot. She leans forward, chin over her knee. Watch her fight. She makes amateur mistakes as well. And she's there to be hit. So when you hear me say, I feel like, and I mean that, and I stick to that, for Baumgartner to beat her, Baumgartner is going to have to make her miss and make her pay, and or boost her stamina legally. All right? Boost her stamina. Because when she gets tired, that's when I see Amanda Serrano starting to pour it on in those later rounds. And that's why I believe Amanda wants 12 rounds. Because I think she feels like, okay, I think Baumgartner, as far as going to 12 rounds, she'll start to tank out. And you know, it's easier to influence the judges, especially in those last rounds, if you can really step your game up. And that punch output between the two of them wouldn't even be close. Now, if Amanda Serrano is being hit, she's getting cracked, and Baumgartner is making her like reluctant to come in, like I said before, she can beat her that way or knock her out. Serrano doesn't punch that hard. She just throws a lot of punches. She moves in, okay? And she comes with that pressure. Now, we don't know. Just like we saw Joe Joyce get beat by Derek Chisora. So I'm going to talk about that in a different video. But, you know, that whole juggernaut, having the best stamina in the division, like, well, that is not even a factor for Joe Joyce anymore. Okay, we don't know. This is Amanda Serrano. The fight went to 2 rounds, and pretty much the women's division, women's boxing is not deep in any division. Okay, the funny thing is, someone goes, "Oh, heavyweight division sucks in women's boxing." Well, the truth is, every one of those women's divisions suck. They just have fighters that's good, but they don't have a stacked division. None of them. And this is why they have to go up and down in weight to make history. This is why they have to do that shit. Why? Because they just don't have a deep division. So the balance of the top fighters are not all in like the majority of one division. No, they just have to make the sacrifice to go up and down in weight. Now I'm going to make some points, and let me get back to this situation with Baumgartner and Serrano. So my thing is, I call it as I see it. And for me, I feel like Baumgartner has to be precise, pinpoint, pop, pop, pop. Oh, okay, I can't get past that. Okay, yeah, Serrano, take the fight away from Serrano, where Serrano can't come in with her usual style. Now, easier said than done, could be. But what I'm saying, skill for skill, I say Baumgartner. But in terms of effectiveness, because Serrano's not slow, but she's there to be hit. She leads with her fucking chin, and Baumgartner does have power. The problem, like I said, is Baumgartner tanks out when she starts to let her hands go, and she can't even hide it. Okay, Serrano is flat-footed. Like I said, she comes with that wide stand. When she throws her shot, she leans over and she plants her feet. Now, these are things that Baumgartner should be able to take advantage of. But until you see it happen, you don't know. I stand on that. I'm not going to change what I said because you got these race fans out here talking shit. Let me get into the race fans. So there was a guy who, for whatever reason, he would hit me up on my Instagram. He would hit me up on my TikTok. I mean on my TikTok. I didn't know that he was the same person. I don't fuck with his channel like that. He subscribed to me. I never subscribed to him. Right? And then one day I was watching one of his videos. It pops up and I'm watching this video, and it's like maybe 6-7 months before I realized who the fuck he was. Like, okay, this is that guy. All right. So I never had watched his YouTube at all. I had just saw a TikTok video. So when I realized who he was, then I'm like, wait, I'm posting something on my Instagram. And I'm like, wait, I didn't know he was the same person. Well, what got my attention is he has a Puerto Rican flag as his profile pic, but it's the way he had it, because his has the gold mixed into it. And it looked like the same shit. So, you know, like when you're not focused on something and you see it, it's not even, I'm not even thinking like, okay, wait, this is the same guy that's on Instagram and on TikTok and on YouTube. I even never watched him on YouTube. So what ends up happening is I watch this shit and I said, wait a minute. So I go to my Instagram, I'm trying to pull up shit where he's talking to me in the comments and stuff. He DMs me a lot. And I realize, oh, this same motherfucker. Okay. So I'm watching his TikTok. Every time I see him, he got the Puerto Rican bandana on, Puerto Rican flag on, bandana, seat, Puerto Rican flag in the background. And everything he's saying, I don't care. This is my point. I don't care that you're Mr. Patriotic or whatever. But I'm listening to him talk, and I said, oh, I see. So he got one of them all things Puerto Rican channels. Like, you understand what I'm saying? All things Jamaican, all, you know how you do, and he got one of those type, that's not the name of it, but I'm saying that's the mind. Like I said, everything he talks about, Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico, right? And I'm looking in his comment section. People in his comment section was making racist ass comments. And he never once responded with like, yo, we don't support that racist shit over here. Or we don't do that. No, he's going along with the shit. Right? So I said, okay. Because I'm trying to understand what the fuck is his connection to me. Why he chose to follow me. That's what led me to try to find to see if I could see anything with him on YouTube, which I couldn't because YouTube don't do the DM thing. It's either they come in your comment section. So I'm like, okay. So one fucking day, this motherfucker, his shit pops up. In fact, I think it was the day of or the day after the Serrano fight. And I look and I'm like, that's the motherfucker right there. So all of a sudden, because you know TikTok videos are a lot shorter, just like Instagram. And like I said, I don't be paying attention to his shit. I'm not following him. He's following me. So I'm watching this motherfucker YouTube, and he's talking real spicy. He's talking real spicy. He's talking about how, yo, Amanda Serrano the real goat. Yo, she the real goat. Yo, Claressa Shields ain't fight nobody, right? And he's just going on and on. And in his comment section, you see all these racist ass comments. And once again, he's hitting the like button on the racist comments and shit. Yo, these black bitches be thinking they this and that. Yo, black people. And I'm just like, oh, word. Okay. So I respond and said, yo, why the fuck are you following my channels? Because if you've been following my channels, you know the shit you talking about. I don't get down with that. So what is your purpose? He doesn't respond on his YouTube. He responds on my TikTok. You know why? Because he knows that pretty much what I'm doing on social media, those platforms are not the same exact thing that I'm doing on my boxing channel. So I guess he didn't want his people on his channel to see his response to me. So this motherfucker says, nah, yo, like, yo, I'm a fan of your work, yo. I'm just saying, like, as far as like, you know, like Amanda Serrano, yo, I just think she a good fighter, this and that. And I said, I don't care about what you think. You don't have to, like, you could think Shields is the suckiest fighter in all the boxing for all I care. I said, but all this racist shit you doing, I said, and if you've been watching my channel, you know I don't fuck with the shit that you talking about. I said, and then why the fuck didn't you respond on YouTube? I didn't respond to none of this shit you saying to me on Instagram or on TikTok. other than in the past where people send you shit and then I respond like, like just something, just, yo, have a blessed day, bro. Like, whatever, something like he'll say like, yo, your work is this and your work is that. But it never really done, because I'm like, yo, what the fuck is he talking about? Because like I said, my social media platforms are more of a personal, like just a different, it's not the same shit that I'm doing. So I'm listening to this motherfucker. I'm reading his comments. And he says, nah, I'm saying I think Shields could fight and all that, yo. I'm saying I just think like Amanda Serrano has done more because she won like 14 challenges. All the shit he's saying. I said, yo, hold up, listen. I don't care about all that. I'm asking you, what is your purpose for following me? You keep talking about my work. What am I doing on Instagram or TikTok that you're referencing? You know what I'm saying? And so I want him to know, like, motherfucker, you sitting, I had a couple little bitch made, I'm a fan, yo, I'm a fan. You try to be disrespectful and then try to tell me you're a fan because I put your ass in check. Fuck you, you're a fan. I'm nobody's fan. I know you're a fan because y'all some bitches. That's exactly, I know you're a fucking fan. So what ends up happening, right? He done all of this talking about, like, trying to explain. I said, nah, I see what it is. So I said, you know what? Let me block this motherfucker, man. So I blocked him on all my social media. Everything. My boy Sergio was like, yo, who this racist ass clown? Yeah, I'm like, man, this motherfucker. We said, I'm looking at my shit. He's like, yo, all this shit they talking. And bottom line, I know factually, and they know, every fucking ethnicity of people that hates on Claressa Shields, if she was that person's, whatever ethnic group is hating on her, all those different people, they would all be praising her. And I know they would. Look at what her accomplishments are, right? Funny thing is, one of the things I read in the comment section, oh, she ain't knocking nobody out. Only people going to be falling asleep is the audience. Another boring ass fight. Unlike Serrano, she showed you how you get it done. 2 rounds. All this goofy shit. But yet Shields goes and stops them in stop her opponent in 2 rounds. And here's the thing. If she ain't knocking motherfuckers out the smaller weight, she ain't going to knock them out at heavyweight. I could understand that logic in a lot of situations. One thing people got to always understand, though, shit happens, right? And one thing, every opponent that's fought Shields said she has power. Not one of the motherfuckers said, oh, she can't punch. They all say she has power. And not one of them can run through her shit. So if she just flash and flare and speed, like y'all try to make her like she's some Ryan Garcia, just flash and flare. C-level boxing. Nah. Why nobody's running through Shields? Why? And if you look at the way people describe the fight, Shields is going to be on her bike. She's going to be moving and running all night because this girl is a real heavyweight. She brings serious power, and Shields is not going to be able to stand there and bang with her the way she does with the smaller women and blah, blah, blah. Now, it's funny because she goes in there and she knocks out a heavyweight. And then people, oh, what y'all so shocked about? Shit happens. Shit happens. She's fighting at more of a natural weight. And if anything, it should let you understand. When you have to drain yourself to make lower weights, it goes to show you you're not at full strength. That's why it's a level playing field that you guys all make weight and respect and honor your contract and come in and cut weight and make weight properly. Okay, and this is why a lot of fighters fight at weight classes where when you see like you end up being 15, 20 pounds heavier than the weight class that you're fighting at, yeah, you're too big for that weight. You're big. Put it like this. It's like, look at Devin Haney. Devin Haney is big enough physically to go to 147. He's big. He's physically big enough to fight at 147. The danger for him, Devin Haney is big enough physically to fight at 154. The danger for him, okay, the danger, he doesn't pack enough power for 147 and 154. So yeah, he can physically make that weight, but he doesn't have the firepower he needs. Okay, he just doesn't. And anybody that he can't knock out and he can take them and they can take him into deep waters, you know, if they start to put pressure on, his power fades that much quicker when he gets tired. So at the end of the day, you know, they always try to put limitations on Shields, like the things that they're claiming about her, they don't even see. They're just saying it like they hope, because this is what they hope happened. So Shields went there and she got the job done. She fucked homegirl up. She got her out of there. So once again, when I read these tweets from Alicia Baumgartner asking why did they stop the fight, you know why she's asking that question. It's 'cause, you know, it's more like they shouldn't have stopped the fight. But once again, you saw her cornerman trainer up on an apron. He was literally standing up on an apron, trying to get the ref's attention because he was ready to throw the towel in. Okay, so the ref did what the corner was about to do, but in just 2 rounds. So how y'all bragged off Amanda Serrano winning in 2 rounds, and this is nothing against Serrano, you know. This is exposing the type of stupid things, like I'm telling you, that people say, you know, in my comment sections. And he's not, and this guy I'm telling you about is not the only person that did that shit. They'll come and say shit to you on your Instagram. So that's why I'm like, yo, what the fuck are they talking about? But it's like, oh, I see what these motherfuckers are doing. They're talking about shit that's on my boxing channel, but they're coming on my other platforms and doing. It's like, that's some stalker shit, first of all. And I don't even be knowing who these people are. And this is why even if I was to give you names, you see, I'm not subscribed to them on nothing. They're subscribing to me. But then they're talking some greasy shit. So my whole thing was, if you think that Amanda Serrano is all this, like, you're saying she's the GOAT or whatever, what? This is that's direct disrespect. You think if motherfucker, that's like somebody come out and say, and have a channel and call it the real ESPN. It's like, you think ESPN gonna sit right with that shit? You understand what I'm saying? The real Sports Center. No. So a word that somebody came up with, you're gonna use it to reference someone else. That person you're referencing use it for themselves. It's disrespect. That's what it is. Now, me personally, I don't care, but I understand what it is. So Shields can take it and feel whatever, because she's the one that came up with the word. But I understand what they're trying to do. Now, let me make some points to you, simple-minded hypocrites. I seen comments saying shit like, oh, big deal, she's calling out lightweights. Whoa. Wait. Didn't I tell you guys when the Baumgartner first pulled that stunt, if Shields was calling out Baumgartner, people would be saying, oh, she's calling out smaller women. She said, any of them think they the GOAT, they all can get it. Come up to my weight class. And she already said, if it's a title on the line, she will go down to 147. But she's not going down there just to go down there, and it has to be worth it. You think that this woman just fought at 175 pounds. So you got to be stupid to think for her to get down to 147 that you don't see the difference. Non-fighters don't have the fucking common knowledge, so you don't even have the common sense to understand shit like that. But let me explain something to y'all. When Layla Ali beat the brakes off of Christy Martin asked for that. But you know what I respect about Christy Martin? She came up and fought Layla. Terrence Crawford, who's fighting at now 154, what was calling out Canelo, he's willing to go up to 168. He's not talking shit to Canelo and saying, meet me at a catchweight. Oh, you know what? Come down to 147. No. What the fuck does Crawford have that Canelo wants at 147 pounds? Anything under 168, because he's not even going to 160. So anything under that, do you really think that's going to happen? No. But he's willing to go up. When Roy Jones Jr. wanted to be heavyweight champ of the world, there was no catch weight. There was no motherfucking meet me halfway. No, he went up and fought a real heavyweight. Okay? And beat him soundly. So why the fuck is it, Claressa Shields went up to 168 and fought Savannah Marshall and beat her soundly. So why is it you notice when it comes to Shields, all of a sudden, oh, they're too small. Okay, that's why they need to shut the fuck up. So here's the deal. You use that term, the GOAT. Well, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, Alicia Baumgartner, none of them can beat her. She'd fuck all 3 of them up easily. And all that talk, if they were the same, see, there you go with the fucking, oh, but if they were the same. Here's my deal. Katie Taylor doesn't say much of shit. So, Katie's always she just come to fight. She don't get caught up into all the back and forth shit. You know, the fans do all that goofy shit. But Amanda Serrano, you know, nothing against her. Nothing against Alicia Baumgartner in terms of you being confident that you're the better fighter or whatever. Oh, that's all great. Fine. But when you start walking around trying to steal someone's little catchphrase, slogan, nickname, that's some disrespectful shit. That's what that is. And so there's a channel right now. I'm not even going to pull it up. I can't. Maybe I'll do it on a separate video where I don't even know who this guy is. He's a Puerto Rican dude. He has he's talking on his channel, and he's saying the same exact shit that I'm saying to you guys right now. The only fucking reason people have a problem with fucking Claressa Shields is because she's black, and she's doing what she's doing. If Claressa Shields, everybody knows this shit. I don't care what the fuck your nationality is. She could have the same mouth, the same confidence, everything. And you want to know what y'all will be saying? Yo, you gotta love Shields. Shields is great. Shields is a great fighter. Shields, yeah, I know. That's what it would be then. So my whole thing with that is this. This woman is fighting in America, from America. Detroit stands up for her. And you got somebody like Baumgartner in the crowd sitting up here tweeting, oh, they do this for all Detroit people. Right. Here's the thing. You're from Ohio and you always talking about Detroit. Why were you even there? Why were you even there? Okay. Well, to show you the stupidity, you cannot be a tamed dog. You can't be a tamed lion. You have a lion, right? And that lion is used to humans bringing them a rack of ribs and bringing them their feet and giving them massages and brushing them. You can't put that motherfucker out in the wild. You put him out in the wild, he needs to find a pride to run with, because otherwise he's going to starve to death. He's not used to hunting. His instincts, the natural instincts, don't normally kick in. Like people think, not saying they can't, and I'm pretty sure that they do at times, but I'm pretty sure that they don't. And I've seen a lot of talk about this very subject. People don't understand the difference. So it's the same thing when you are a straight up person that do things the right way, the fair way, but you have people around you that don't care nothing about it. Remember that Cat Williams episode of some show he did, and he was saying all the truth, the truth seekers make some noise, right? And they all start cheering and barking. Then when he said all the liars in the room make some noise, and they was equally as loud. So yeah, that bottom line, let's condone being liars, right? So when I'm listening to this stuff and I'm reading this stuff, I'm like, and this is what people don't get. Just like when people that didn't understand why Shields felt some kind of way about the way Baumgartner did what she did. Then Tony Harrison, he didn't like it. A lot of the real ones understood what was going on. Oh, she just don't want to fight all this nonsense. It's like, yeah, I know. She's not scared of these big ass girls, but she's scared of Alicia Baumgartner, little tiny ass. I'm like, stop. It's not about who you like better. Like I said, I can care less about any of that. But if you want to act like you don't see the disrespect, the discrimination, or any of that, you see they had a packed house. Now all I'm saying is when Baumgartner come back to the ring, let's see how big of a crowd she can get. She being the main event. Not being a part of somebody else's card where she's on the undercard, but no, you headline. Let's see how she can pack out, or in an arena. And I'm saying that because here you are, you keep talking about Detroit. Well, you should be glad that she got that ovation in. Nah, there's bad blood there, right? But you don't have bad blood with the females that's closer to your weight. 5 pounds up, 10 pounds up. But you talking about somebody that just fought all the way at 175 pounds. If Baumgartner was smart, she talking about Katie Taylor, or she talking about possibilities or having options, That's who you should be focusing on. That's who you should be focusing on. And you want to know something? Once again, if you look at Amanda Serrano style, all these people that Baumgartner think is in the corner, if she was to fight and beat Amanda Serrano, I don't care if it was her very next fight. She's 35 excuse is going to kick in. That's what you're going to hear. Oh, but she's 35. Oh, she was 35 when she just fought the last girl. They stopped her in 2 rounds. So now since she's just old, that's what she don't understand this shit. And what I'm saying, as far as boxing, as far as us as a whole, we don't all mesh together properly because people don't want racism to end. They don't want to end this bigotry shit. They don't want to end hate. They don't want to end none of it. Everything. It's like they like the world being messed up. That's all you see. If you watch any videos popping up in your feed that's why it's channels I say I don't recommend, but then there's channels I watch it just to see, like I said, how human beings behave towards each other. And it's like, wow, this is the way shit happens. So what I'm saying here is this. I don't care. I don't get offended. I don't feel no kind of way when somebody is living in America, waving a Filipino flag, a Mexican flag, a Puerto Rican flag, a Chinese flag, a Japanese, whatever. No. But I feel like for you to even boo a fighter because they're going against your hometown fighter or your homeland fighter, right? Even after the fight is over, they don't cheer. It's still, right? They're angry. They want to see you lose because you just beat that person. So there's no camaraderie. Okay? Once again, I say this to you and I say this to people from this country. There's no country you can go to and there's going to be streets filled with Americans. Black nor white. There's no country you can go to. Not one. And there's going to be events happen and half the damn stadium or half the arena are Americans. Not going to happen. So my thing is, there's people, you go to their country and you're waving your flag, you'd be like, as far as Americans go, you'd probably be the only person in the whole crowd doing so. Right here in America, you could have events where the participants aren't American and the majority of the fan base isn't. Therefore, even though it's on American soil, it's a whole 98% Mexican event as far as what's happening. You can go work at places, same thing. Right here in America. So my thing is, it ain't about nobody looking at you saying, oh, well, y'all here, or y'all on Americans. No. It's what I don't like and what I don't appreciate about people is you come to a country and say shit like, I came here to make better opportunity. But then I notice about people, you keep bragging about back home. This is why people say, so what the fuck are you here for? And then, oh, they're racist. No. You know why they're saying, what the fuck are you here for? Because you're here, but you're complaining about customs here. Why the fuck did you leave where you from then, if it's so much better? If the opportunities are better, then out of your own mouth, you say you came here for opportunity. What y'all fail to realize is being black and being born here, still. That's one of the misconceptions. But you born here, you should have. No. That means you really, truly don't understand racism. You truly don't understand the bigotry that goes on and the hate that you truly don't. So therefore, my point is, when I'm sitting here listening to the ovation that Shields got, I'm like, because here's what's crazy. For you to be in your country where you were born and raised, and they're cheering somebody over you. Example, Vanessa, her opponent, she's from Canada. If the fight would have been in Canada, do you think they wouldn't have booed Claressa? Yeah, they would have fucking booed Claressa. You damn right they would have booed her. Plain and simple. They would have booed her. And even especially after she destroyed her that quick, they'd have been pissed off at her. So here you are in your own country, and this is how fucked up things are. That even stupid ass Americans are sitting up here angry because she got cheered. And I'm like, wow. Everybody knows America's a country divided. Always has been, always will be. At least, it always will be. Bottom line. And not just America, but this is where the fuck I live, so this is what I'm speaking on. It always will be. The problem, though, with stupidity, you see what this woman is doing. You know, and instead of saying, yo, hey, I don't care if you like her or not. I don't give a fuck about none of how you personally feel. But your stupidity, the problem with stupid people are they're the ones that always want to be heard. They're always the ones want to be the first ones to comment and never know what they're talking about. I had somebody come in my comment section and ask me a question about Lomachenko, talking about how, oh, name one other fighter that has to go to another country and all of the judges is from that country. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Devin Haney just went over to Australia and fought George Kambosos not once but twice. His bullshit stipulations was this, and you got liars that want to try to tell you different, but the proof is right here on YouTube. Proof is right here on my channel. So I ain't worried about trying to prove nothing to stupid ass people, but Devin Haney, part of that bullshit crackhead deal, was even if you knock me out in the first round of our first fight, the rematch, I still take the lion's share of the money. So both fights, I'm taking the lion's share of the money, regardless to the outcome. And both fights have to be in Australia. And you got the fucking nerve to talk about fair? Fair? This man's father had some issues back in the day, which was already known. People knew about this shit, and they going to try to use this as an excuse to keep Bill from coming, but Bill made it. You know, and Bill didn't react salty to them because, you know, it's possible another opportunity might come. Big money, go over there, have to fight somebody or whatever. Wouldn't be George Kambosos more than likely, but bottom line, and what happened? And people was even saying, oh, well, Lomachenko and George Kambosos makes more sense business-wise than you know, George Kambosos versus Haney or Lomachenko versus Haney. What the fuck do you mean? George Kambosos ain't no big-ass star. Now, back in his home country, they had a nice amount of people in that arena, but outside of that, no. Lomachenko ain't no big-ass star either. So, bottom line, why was it a better fight? Now, compare that saying, okay, that train of thought to what happened when Haney fought Kambosos. What happened when Lomachenko fought Kambosos? Okay, so what happened when Lomachenko and Haney fought? Nobody went down. It was a tough fight. Bottom line, back and forth. But George Kambosos wasn't even competitive with either one of them in either fight. So what made it a more compelling fight? Tell me. What, because it was two white-skinned guys? And in y'all minds, y'all thinking that automatically, that's money. What did y'all think? Because when I hear this shit, and I'm like, okay. I don't like to assume. So I like to hear it from you motherfuckers. What made it a more compelling fight? Because bottom line is, he got the shit beat out of him by both of those guys. Yeah. So I told the guy, you obviously like a... Bottom line, these fanboys fuck up boxing. These fangirls fuck up boxing. They fuck up everything. Not only did Devin Haney do that, Roy Jones got robbed in the Olympics. Everybody knows what really happened. Everybody knows what really truly happened. Hell, most people even say Claressa Shields beat Savannah Marshall in the Olympics. Well, who the fuck was crying about it? Nobody. Well, who kept bringing it up? Not Shields. Not people over here in America. Who kept bringing that shit up constantly? Every chance they get, they kept bringing up that Olympic fight. But what happened when they fought again in the pros? You see, this is the type of shit I'm saying. But what the person was trying to basically say was that, what he was saying, it's discrimination against Lomachenko. Loma doesn't get treated fair. He said nobody else in boxing has to deal with this kind of shit but Lomachenko, basically. Oh, really? Motherfucker, do you realize Muhammad Ali, right here in the country he was from, was discriminated against? Don't fucking make a difference if he was fighting against somebody from a different country, or it didn't make a difference, especially if they had white skin. Let's just say it like it is. This ain't no motherfucking mystery to the world, but to this fucking generation, I guess it is. Right here where he was. What the fuck do you think he was exiled for? Refusing the military. Yeah, they used Joe Louis and other people to try to get blacks to go to the military. And he don't do it. They call him a draft dodging nigger. He don't fucking support his own country. You fucking racist, bigot motherfuckers. Y'all don't even support him. Like he said, this place is right here on Miami Beach. I can't even go. And I'm a heavyweight champion of the world. Y'all want to go fight a war that has nothing to do. Y'all don't even fight for me. Over here, where I'm from. But you want to make it like Lomachenko was some fucking victim. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? Fucking Jack Johnson. I don't know if it was Tommy Burns. I forget. It was one of these fighters who basically, motherfucker said, I think it was Tommy Burns. He wanted to be champ of the world again. He became, you know, I think, was he champ of the world at the time? But Jack Johnson basically wanted to fight him. This motherfucker, at that, back in them days, $5,000, between $5,000 and $10,000 people was making, you know, shit like that or something. 15 at some fights maybe. Nobody was making no 20, 25, 30 fucking thousand. That was a whole lot of money back then. And that was his stipulation. 30 grand. And it had to be in Australia. And if you guys don't know, anytime black fighters was fighting against, whether it was, even if it was a white American fighter, you know how many fights happened over in Australia? And where were the judges from? And what was the skin tone of the people that was judging the fight? The referee. Okay, so, you know, people kill me trying to play this race victim shit when we've been dealing with this shit forever. One of them motherfuckers tried to stipulate with Jack Johnson had to pay this motherfucker rent for the rest of his life. He had to take care of his personal financial. Yeah, it's a whole lot of shit y'all don't know. So I told the person, man, how about you go educate yourself? Look up information and you will see. I can sit here and just tell you a whole bunch of shit. But go look up and you'll see what history tells you. What was actually happening. Because if we're going to sit here and make this like this is all about Lomachenko being some victim, there's really nothing to talk about. I'm not going to play that fucking game, and ain't nobody going to play that fucking game with me. You even have Burt Sugar tell the story when he was alive, you know, about the situations. And in his words, and just like the articles you see, well, white Americans wanted a white champion to bring the belt back to America. What the fuck? What you mean bring it back to America? Jack Johnson is American. What the fuck do you mean? So all of these black fighters that dealt with shit, all these athletes, y'all see what I just fucking posted about Reggie Jackson? Y'all see the two-part video I did about him? The shit that he dealt with right here in America. Right here in America. And you gonna fucking sit here. That's the one thing that makes me laugh. I remember Jim Lampley made that same comment because Jim Lampley showed a lot of anger when the first Kovalev and Andre Ward fight happened. And he made the same accusation like, that's the fucking thing about that thing when you come to America is that the judges are not going to be fair. So, whoa. What happened to Roy Jones? Huh? Why you think Roy Jones told a story. That's why he didn't want to fight Mikushevsky over in his country. Now they're telling Roy Jones, trying to keep the old racist tradition alive, why he got to go to fight this man. I'm the champ. Mikushevsky ain't got shit I want. I got what he want. And this motherfucker talk about the fight has to happen in Russia. Or where the fuck he's from. Well, why the fuck do you think that he wanted it to be in his... I mean, that's fucking arrogant, first of all. You the champ, but I'm going to dictate where we fight and when we fight. And that's why the fight didn't happen. Because he didn't want to fight Roy Jones on American soil. Yet, you got people sitting up here talking about a fighter coming to America being robbed of opportunity. How about all these fighters stay in the country that they're from and make a living over there, like Inoue is doing? How about they do that? And you want to know why they come to America? For exposure and to make a whole lot more money. That's why they come here. This is the whole thing what I'm saying about this whole everybody want to jump on their fucking channel and post their flag all over. Whatever. And in all your videos, all you do is big up everybody from your country. And anybody outside of your country that you do big up, you can't honestly say that they're better than a fighter from the country that you're from, simply because not only are these motherfuckers biased, but I'm telling you, These race fans are real. These motherfuckers are here. No different. Trenton, New Jersey. We had fights there. And in the amateurs, back when I was going there, it was mostly Latino fighters there. Now, you see people in the street, you know it was good. Everybody's cool. I'm a teenager. We go to the fights, so I'm back there warming up. Everybody backstage is different. Anybody box before, you know, pro or amateur, you know the vibe and what happens. But so in the amateurs, like, you don't know who you're fighting unless somebody in your camp happen to just walk around and how they, you know, see how many fighters is in the weight class. So but you don't care. So you don't know who you're fighting. You don't know what style you're preparing for. So my focus is that I'm backstage. I'm hitting the pads on my, you know, and I heard somebody say, man, I hope I ain't got to fight that dude, bro. Like, shit. And I look over to the, you know, and the motherfucker just like, whatever. So my mind is not on what's getting ready to happen. So I go out. They're booing me. They boo every American fighter. Yet we're in America, in Trenton, New Jersey. And I'm like, the fuck are they booing me? Like, it hit me like, what the fuck? I've seen people get booed. It wasn't, but this is the first time somebody, I'm like, what? The fuck? So now they make it worse for old boy. And I beat the brakes off of this dude. Like, I punished him badly. When I went in the back, my coach was like, you good? You all right? You all right? Yeah. Fuck these motherfuckers. What the fuck they booing us for? What kind of shit is this? We in the motherfucking America and they're booing us like we the enemy or some shit. Like what? Because that's what that shit is. People make you the enemy. And he said, but you gotta remember, young blood, that's true. But you're not getting booed by Americans. And I'm like, all right, that's supposed to make me feel better. Nah, but I said, man, I hear what you saying. But even if they want to boo, which I don't get it, because I've never booed anybody. I don't give a fuck what the event. I had motherfuckers out there that I would support. I didn't boo nobody. I'm giving up for the competitors. I'm cheering for my dude to win, but what am I booing you for? And even after you win, it's still boos. And I said, okay. So I remember before the fight started, they was all in there chanting. It was some chant they was doing. And they got the big waving the Puerto Rican flag. I'm like, God damn, like, this ain't the Olympics, man. What the fuck? And I'm just looking around the room like, yo. And at the time, I'm dating a Puerto Rican chick. And I'm sitting up here like, yo, what the fuck? She looking disgusted. Like, she like, baby, fuck these motherfuckers, man. All this bullshit. Like, yo, we here. And mind you, like I said, we're all teenagers. What the fuck are they booing us for? What the fuck? So I'm like, so here's the fucked up part. The coach was like, hey, don't worry about it. He like, don't worry about it, man. He said, just take it as experience, man. It's part of life, man, and this and that. I said, yeah, but coach, you want to know what's really so fucked up about what you said? It's the reality of it. But in other words, if I was fighting this dude right now in Puerto Rico, I'd get booed. I'm fighting in my home fucking town, my home country, and I'm getting booed. I don't boo nobody. And that fight was the fight where my attitude was, now, my attitude always was, everybody gets it. We give equal opportunity ass whoopings. But my attitude from that particular fight was like, I don't care who I fight. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm just going there like, fuck everybody with that bullshit. I'm just here to fuck up somebody and leave. That's it. I don't care if they boo, cheer, whatever. When I come out, I ain't shaking nobody's hand up. I'm just coming out. I'm going to the ring. I'm just tunnel vision focused, and that's that. Fuck them. And as you get older, you get wiser. You understand life more. You know, you make better adjustments. Some of us, or a whole lot of us, probably most of us don't. But you know, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. This motherfucker is booing me. What are they booing me for? That shit really has stuck with me. You know, like I said, I'm not booing nobody. Everybody they announce. You understand what I'm saying? Because why? And a lot of times, especially if I wasn't fighting that night and I'm out there in the audience, because what am I booing people for? So I said, okay. So you see, like when I said you can't be a tamed lion and then be put out in the wild, you won't survive. This is my point. And this is exactly why a lot of people react the way they do, because you don't know who's who. And then now it's like your mind is in being fair, and which I'm always going to do that because that's who I am. But at the same time, my point is I'm going to speak up and voice my views on these things a lot more when it's necessary, because this is what people they don't get it. They don't get it. So I'm like, nah, fuck that, man. You sit here. Here's the thing. If somebody tell you I'm cheering for my countrymen, okay, cool. Why is it only notice? If you notice, even in this country, you don't hear Americans say, "I want some American food." You never hear that. What the fuck is American food? Like, you don't hear people say that shit, right? I like to learn the names of restaurants so I can refer to that restaurant by its name. It's not that people mean harm if they say, I want some Chinese food, I want some Mexican food. No. My point, though, what I'm saying is, whatever restaurants we choose to go to, we always like to address the name of the restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? You don't see churches labeled American Church. Now, I'm not saying somebody out here didn't try to be Mr. or Mrs. Patriotic. No, but you don't see that shit. But you do see Haitian church, Mexican church. I've seen that shit. Filipino church. I've seen it. It's labeled. So it's like nobody's speaking English in there. Sometimes certain churches might have an English translator. But bottom line, it's one of those things where like, damn, why isn't church? Why everything has to be labeled? Well, everybody don't speak English. Well, motherfucker, you live here, don't you? If I decided I was going to go live in the Philippines, should I learn to speak the language? So even if it is a lot of English speaking people over there, am I going to depend on that for me to navigate my way through that? No. I should learn to speak the language. But what I'm saying, all of this fucking, everybody always want to make a fighter winning a fight about their country. They always want to make something about nationality. But the second somebody starts speaking up for a black athlete, just to show the support, here's a problem now. Oh man, y'all just saying it because they black. What, bitch? Are you fucking shitting me? You don't like the motherfucker because they black. So anytime I see a bunch of stupid ass comments from black people on top, like, yo, we already got enough racist ass people that don't even want. Motherfucker, let me tell y'all something. Every one of y'all that come from another country that live here, if you've experienced somebody telling you, we don't want you here, okay? I'm not talking about you misinterpreting somebody asking you, why are you here? Because you keep bitching about everything like you have to be here. You chose to come here, okay? And somebody asks you that because you talking shit, America this, fuck America, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, so why the fuck aren't you living back in your country? Because I know full damn well, if a motherfucker left America and went to go live in Mexico and was talking about, yo, fuck Mexicans, man, fuck this Mexican shit, Mexico this, Mexico that. But, oh, no. Motherfucker probably wouldn't make it back to America. So all that shit is what I'm saying. For somebody to sit here and be, everything is about your nationality. You got to post your flag up to do. Okay, whatever. It's the behavior that come with that. That's my whole thing with that shit. Because I'm like, well, damn. How the fuck? If I put flags up for everybody in my nationality, man, my house is like a fucking big ass house of Skittles and shit. All right? Why is everybody making such a problem with Claressa? It's because of her success. You know, she talks, she backs it up. Once again, I see the treatment Lomachenko get. I see all the bowing, all the praises. I see the same praises that Tyson Fury was getting. Yeah, Canelo, so many fucking fighters. Let me ask y'all something. If Terrence Crawford said, yo, I'm calling out a new way. Like example, right? I don't know if I posted that in the community section or not. I may or may have. like a couple of months ago, where they said the New Way has passed Terrence Crawford on the pound for pound list, right? And you know, people debating, who's better, who fought the better competition, who whatever. Think about this. If Terrence motherfucking Crawford was to say, fuck that, since a New Way, they got him over me, I'm calling him out. Would y'all respect that shit? That he expects a New Way. He's going to call out a New Way. And he's expecting a New Way to come up and wait and fight him. So yeah, I already know. Nah, that would be stupid, right? Well, why? Okay. So why wasn't it fucking stupid when Baumgartner was calling out fucking Shields? Why is it that oh yeah, we need that fight? Why was it different? Shields says if they think they the GOAT, come fight me then. So my point, Christy Martin talked all that shit, you know, towards Layla, but she came up and fought her. Fuck all the people that made excuses about the size. Hey, she wanted it, right? Okay, she got what she asked for. Roy Jones went up. Crawford's willing to go up. So my point, you know, all this goofy shit, people always, you call somebody's name, you want to fight them, then you go to their weight class. You know damn well there's certain fighters that can't make certain weight classes. So for Shields to tell him, win a belt at 147. Win a belt at 147. We make it happen. I'm not coming down there just for nothing, just to have a fight to say. Then when you hear people like Natasha Jonas saying there's nothing else for Shields to do. Okay, how about you fight her? Because you declined too. Yeah, you declined to fight her too. So everybody, I would love to fight this person. Yeah, right. But what happens? What happens? So it's always there's nothing else left for her to do. Yet, Katie Taylor and all them, how long do you think they're going to be around? How much longer do you think they're going to be around? So who's going to carry the torch when Katie Taylor's gone? Amanda Serrano's gone. Now, Baumgartner's a little, 5-6 years younger than the rest of them? But who's going to carry that torch? And is Baumgartner going to go up and win titles in all those other divisions as well? Let's just be honest. Y'all know damn well none of them little motherfuckers got a chance at beating Claressa Shields. Y'all know they can't beat Claressa Shields. And if Claressa gets down to 147 and they make the fight happen, y'all still going to make the excuse about her being too big. Cecilia Brækhus told her she was too fat to make the weight. Cecilia Brækhus didn't want the smoke. And the funny thing about it is this is the shit that was documented. But people don't bring these things up. And that's why I'm like, yeah, I know this. When it comes to Shields, it's always nobody knows what really happened. But, shit, how come she didn't fight this person? What you mean? You want to punch it in the face out in the street because these motherfuckers don't want to fight? I've seen Cecilia Brækhus fight and seen her when she lost as well. And she hasn't been the same since her very first loss. And pretty much she's a lot older than the rest of them. And for Cecilia Brækhus, I've seen her fight, I think, last year. And listen. Once again, it's the type of shit where certain fighters just don't want to let go. And they don't understand. They're not what they used to be. But they talk shit. And for somebody like Hannah Gabriels, I've always respected Cecilia Brækhus as a fighter. Used to put up pictures up in my community section with Layla, with all of them. I used to same thing. Hannah Gabriels. You're desperate when you have your suspension lifted or expired. You did your time, whatever. And then the first thing you do is come out and make videos talking about how another fighter was trying to be protected from you. That's why the fight didn't happen. So they suspended you to seriously. So here's the thing, right? Now that your suspension is over with, your last weight division was heavyweight. So go back to heavyweight and fight Shields. Try to get a fight with Shields that way. Now, maybe, first off, you need to work your way up. It ain't no just, let me come back now, let's just desperately make a fight. But you need to work your way up. But at the same time, for everybody talking about, oh, there's only like 29, there's not even 34. Okay, so however many fighters is in the heavyweight division here. There's no one stacked women's division, like I said. So what weight her and Gables was going to fight at last time was going to be 160, right? Okay. So it's either this. You come back and get an impressive win or two, and you look the part, whatever. But you got suspended for cheating. For cheating. But these motherfuckers always want to overlook why somebody got suspended. Just like, you know, like Baumgartner giving a hair sample 3 months later, and all of a sudden all the story changed. She's innocent. We don't feel like she did anything to cheat. Well, why'd you suspend her? Like shit that just don't make sense. Everybody that has a loss on their record, y'all try to find and say is better than Shields. But my whole thing is, y'all say shit like being undefeated don't mean everything. But then it depends on who's undefeated. But then there's times when you guys bring up the fact that a certain person has a loss or multiple losses. But you support them because you like that fighter. Case in point with Shields. I don't care what you call Amanda Serrano. I don't care what you call any other female fighter. You can call Hannah Gabriels. You can call Alicia Baumgartner, Katie Taylor. None of them can beat Claressa Shields. That none of them is as good as she is. None of them. They're good for their weight classes, what they're doing at their weight classes and winning titles and all that. And my whole thing, like I said, a bunch of rematches back and forth. And who are these fucking people? What's the chick that just got beat the fuck up? That everybody was talking shit. I was talking to Red October, and I asked her, so who do you think would win between Ramla Ali and I forget her name? The blonde chick. She does modeling and shit too. But she got beat the fuck up by the Asian chick. And the Asian chick took the fight on 1 week's notice. Yeah, on 1 week's notice. I forget her name. But she beat her the fuck up. And people was trying to, I think like we about to like she about to be like on that same level. I think she right there with Katie Taylor and all. And I'm like, see, once again, the Puerto Rican dude that got his channel was saying these people purposely try to act like Claressa Shields is not there. They purposely don't want to bring her name up unless they try to bring some controversy around. And there's no way you can talk about no fucking female fighter's accomplishments and not talk about Claressa Shields. Now, I'm not saying it to say, even the Puerto Rican dude saying no. I'm saying it to say somebody with common sense is speaking. So maybe now when you hear somebody talking the truth, right? Regardless. So what I'm telling you, you trying to round up all these little race fans. And that's what this other guy was doing. That's why I'm like, nah, I blocked this motherfucker from all my shit. He tried to rally up his little race fans. And part of me, like, is he trying to, like, do all this? Like, what is he trying to accomplish? Because I just understand his affiliation with me. Because to me, it's like, if you like what I'm doing, according to him, he's a fan. He loves my work. Okay, but me and you are complete opposites. So you must know that you're lying. Like, you know you're lying. You're deliberately lying. And you're deliberately being biased. So it don't matter what you say. You can call a person whatever you want to call them. You can, whatever. But once again, the disrespect for you, you know, names get trademarked. That's why people trade. And then they go, oh, that's so petty. Because people trademark certain things. Now, you verbally say it. Oh, she's the real GOAT. What you mean the real GOAT? You see what I'm saying? Oh, it's not Claressa, because who's called the GOAT? Claressa. So what are you saying? She's not the real GOAT. Amanda Serrano is. If Amanda Serrano even says, I think I'm the best female fighter in the world. Okay, whatever. So what? Right, but my point, she even followed that whole, I'm the GOAT. Oh, you are. You're going to steal somebody else's shit. And then, you know, this is what I'm saying. And people act stupid like they don't know where all that's coming from. But I'm going to tell you like this. It doesn't make a difference. We all know Amanda Serrano is not going to fight Shields. We know Katie Taylor is not going to fight Shields. Okay, we know Baumgartner is not going to fight Shields. And the only thing, as far as Katie Taylor goes and as far as Amanda Serrano, I think Katie is, what, 37 now? Something like that? About 36, 37? Amanda Serrano's 35. I don't know how much longer they're going to stick around. But Alicia Baumgartner, what, 31? Something like that? 31, 32 maybe? Something like that. So Alicia Baumgartner is in a position of, if they retire without fighting her, what she's already accomplished, she's accomplished. But as she goes up in weight, she's going to find herself in the same situation of, well, I have to fight who's here. So if it comes down to the only big money fight that you have, the real only is by going up to fight against Claressa Shields. Well, what weight class is this going to be at? 147 or 154? Because she's not willing to go up. And that's why I'm saying, if you walk around, like, look at my point. Claressa Shields walks around 170-something pounds. Okay? Alicia Baumgartner walks around 150-something pounds. Shields just fought at 170. She came in 174 point something. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Why can't Baumgartner make 154? But y'all want to tweet and talk shit. So all of this, I'm the GOAT, I'm the real GOAT, all that. Okay, but you don't want to fight the GOAT, the only GOAT. It got so petty to the point where people were bringing up Layla Ali's name. And I'm like, did y'all ever see that clip? It's like, I know there's a longer version of it. I've seen it before. Nothing was happening. But now you see it as like 15 seconds long. You see Layla Ali and Shields having a face-off. And in the face-off, like, it's happening, and then all of a sudden, the face-off is the picture or video, whatever you're doing is over, and then Layla kind of, like, leans over and they're laughing, and she says something to Shields or whatever. So, like, what I'm saying is, even in that, I remember someone made a video and completely lied about an incident that happened that never happened between the two of them. And when I looked at this person, and I said, damn, this is one of the fucking channels that was hating on Layla Ali so bad. But, once again, they found a fighter that they hate more than Layla, and her name is Claressa Shields. So now, all of a sudden, everybody love Layla. Oh, now everybody love Baumgartner. Stop. Stop. And ask yourself this question. What can Hannah Gabriels do? If there's nobody left for Shields to fight, well, who the fuck is left for Hannah Gabriels to fight? Who is she going to come back and fight against? That is even going to matter that she should get a fight with Shields. Who? So after all this time being out the ring, if they was to grant her that fight, as soon as Claressa Shields beat the fuck out of her, oh man, but she was, shit out of a warm-up or two because she was out for a lot. Yeah. Y'all know it's always going to be the excuses. Y'all always know there's going to be excuses. All I'm going to tell you guys is real simple. As far as okay, so anyway, all I'm going to tell you guys as far as that goes is this. For every time your favorite wrestler open their mouth to say something disrespectful about somebody else, for every time you as a fanboy open your mouth to say something to criticize or talk shit about another fighter, just keep the same energy when the tables turn. And don't say shit like, well, such and such did it first, or what about that? Because this is the childish fourth fucking grade mentality that I see with most of these fucking people. It doesn't change shit. Claressa Shields just became heavyweight champ of the world, and somebody even in the comment section, well, technically it's not heavyweight because, if you look at it, like, man, shut your goofy ass up. It's females. They're naturally a lot smaller. It's simple. And they don't have as many divisions as the men. Like, just shut your goofy ass up. Only because it's Shields. Only because it's Shields. If this chick, Vanessa, would have won, if she would have beat Shields, people would have just been, yes, yes. And they think that would have solidified to be Serrano as the GOAT or whatever. Here's my thing, right? When they say that she's the GOAT, well, didn't Katie Taylor beat her? Yeah, but most people feel like Katie Taylor really lost the fight. Okay. Didn't Katie Taylor beat her? Now, the one thing that the guy was saying that I don't agree with, he was saying, you beat bum-ass Katie Taylor. I don't see Katie Taylor as no bum. I don't see her as no bum. He's entitled to his opinion, but I don't see her as no bum. He did reference her as being a bum, but no, I don't see her as a bum. Katie Taylor has very little punching power. Katie Taylor, when she's on point, when her legs was able to get her in and out, she would throw, very fast punches and get in. She would initiate the exchanges from close range, long range, mid range, all that. She basically just dictated everything. She showed ring generalship that way. But Katie Taylor really didn't punch hard at all, and she pretty much had a she at times, what she would do when she would leap in, she would make it hard. She would do it in a way where she would do it, move, stop, and she would like come into where she tried to catch you off guard. But what would start happening with her is, the more she did it, you could see where the lack of experience in the opponents, even in Amanda Serrano, like this time, like when you seen her get cracked, right? For Katie Taylor, is like timing. You time her and cut that shit off. Like, you can see that her opponents just didn't understand how to do that. This is what I'm saying. Bottom line is, she was better than them. So my thing is, how is it that you same people that sit here and say women's boxing isn't that deep? It's hardly any good fighters. Wait. But you're saying that when you want to take credit away from Shields. So my whole thing is, well, how the fuck is Katie Taylor? How is Shields? You can't call her great because boxing don't have a lot of. Look at the hypocrisy. Boxing just don't have a lot of stars. Female boxing don't have a lot of stars. Okay, so wait, you can't call her great, but somehow Katie Taylor, Serrano, all these motherfuckers just have a stacked division of fucking women to fight. Like, you guys are so full of shit. Just like what I said about Hannah Gabriels. The person, or the individuals making excuses about Hannah Gabriels and talking about how she could beat Shields and now all this and that. I think she'll beat her now. Motherfucker, you didn't even know she was fighting at heavyweight. I didn't know. There was no fucking female heavyweights that I was watching at all. When the fuck do you see heavyweight female boxing? Okay? So, at the end of the day, no. I don't know none of these motherfuckers at heavyweight. Like I said, I didn't even know that Hannah Gabriels was fighting. I didn't even know she was still boxing. Period. So for a motherfucker to sit up here and say, you didn't even know. Yeah, dumbass, I know. That's what the fuck I said. You not telling me. I told you, dummy. No, I didn't know who the fuck. I ain't know she was still boxing. And then when they said she was the heavyweight champ, things that I don't know, I'll go do my homework on it afterwards. Okay. So let me see who's here. No, they don't have any popular names. If you who fought, if you look on the undercard, there was a fighter, I forget her name. She resembled Shadasia Green, but she's slimmer. And I've never seen her or the female that she was fighting. I never saw them fight. Okay, I never saw those two fight before. So my thing is, popularity don't mean that you're good or not good. That has nothing to do with it. There's a lot of people that's talented at a whole lot of shit, but they just don't have the connections. They don't know the right people. Claressa Shields beat Hannah Gabriels. Simple. Claressa Shields beat Savannah Marshall. She beat Franchon Cruz. Okay? She's done, listen, for what she's done and how she's done it, you can't give no other fucking fighters more credit than what you give her. You can't give, and you got a whole lot of fighters. If we gonna go by that, how many popular fighters fight at cruiserweight for the men? How many popular bridgerweights? How many popular featherweights, strawweights, fly? Okay, so bottom line is, every fucking division in men's boxing isn't stacked either. So having more physical bodies don't mean shit. It's just more unknown fighters. And you understand what I mean? So I mean, all these things that we're saying, it's just, my whole point is, you only hear this when Shields is fighting. You don't hear this when these other women are fighting. So the bottom line is, she did what she did. She got the job done. She got the job done. And it was just ironic that her and Serrano both got second round stoppages. But like I said, that the most hypocritical statement about that whole thing is anybody that was saying, why did they stop the fight with Shields, but was applauding Serrano's fight being stopped. And her opponent never went down. Not one time. Not one time. Okay? Not one time. And the ref stopped it. Nobody questioned why they stopped that fight. And y'all don't see that? Like y'all really don't see that? Nobody's asking why Serrano's fight was stopped. It is what it is. But she's accomplished far more than the rest of these fighters. These female fighters, a whole lot of male fighters, most of the male fighters. Serrano, and look, Serrano's done what she's done. And I've been giving Serrano her props, Baumgartner and everybody else, Katie Taylor, all of them. I've given all of them their props. But what I don't do is switch up and try to, now, changing your opinion about a fighter. Like, for example, I'll talk about that in another video. But bottom line is, the opinion changes based on the performance, right? Not because somebody had a particular fight and they just didn't look like they normally do, but you start to see, okay, this person is slipping. This person isn't the same anymore. That's when, you see a difference in, all right, you never know what's going to happen at a fight because, like I said, you never know what a person is going to show up and do. But at the end of the day, once again, Claressa Shields, she rises to the occasion, and yet here's a woman in her own country where you have as many, probably more, just as many Americans as non-Americans that's just hating. Nothing that these people are saying about her. Y'all focusing on shit that got nothing to do with in the ring. But, oh, she talked too much. She thinks she can beat men. So what? So what? You support one big mouth. I mean, Adrian Broner stood there and said that he got bodies. I'm a real street nigga. I got real niggas that do real shit to niggas. You know what I'm saying? I got bodies, nigga. I beat murder cases up. And y'all sitting up here for that stupid, ignorant shit. She not talking about none of that. All she talking about, plain and simple, is being the best fighter in the world. So what? Once again, just like I said, none of y'all had a problem with Ronda Rousey saying that shit. Yeah. Yeah, y'all, none of y'all had a problem with her saying that shit. And she talked about all she sparred with is men. She really don't spar women. Okay. Well, and the majority of the top women tell you that shit, that all they really spar with is men. Claressa Shields on her own channel, her own YouTube, she posted a video of what, the interaction with her and that troll that she kicked her ass. And that troll coming to the gym now and they're trying to be disrespectful to her. Like, she down, and when she get there, she waiting for her, talking shit. I told you I'm gonna fuck you, all this shit. So, all these things that was happening. But, somehow, she beat up on a sparring partner. On an internet troll. Don't want to say sparring partner, because that's what the chick does. But a sparring partner, a male sparring partner, knocks Claressa Shields out 5 years ago, whatever, and somehow this is good. But let me tell y'all something. I'm watching a lot of videos. I see a lot of situations in person. Boys think it's okay to beat up on females. Men think it's okay to beat up on women. And I'm not talking about because the female is trying to put their hands on them. And no, I'm talking they just think they can beat up on women. They're eager and quick to fight a female. They want to fight a female to put them in their place. For all of you guys, and I'm saying it's plain and simple, and all you stupid, ignorant, hateful women, hope that you don't get in a relationship with a guy that's going to beat the brakes off of you. Hope that your daughters don't end up being the victim of an abusive man. Hope that your sons don't turn out to be locked up because they done went up and beat up on a wife or girlfriend. And like I said, I'm not even talking about self-defense. You better hope that shit don't happen. And this is what you see. Guys are more focused at worrying about what Claressa Shields is saying instead of worrying about fighting guys and that they should be out there trying to fight. They're busy arguing with Claressa Shields, worried about what Claressa Shields say. At the end of the day, I was looking at something right here. I'll talk about this in another video too. But at the end of the day, y'all, we don't know. Okay, let's just say it like it is. You know, we don't know who out there is going to step up, and if the female division is really going to get someone that really stands out. The female boxing, let me say it like that, because truthfully, what I'm seeing with everybody is they all think that the way to stand out is by trolling, by hating. I'm not entertained by that goofy shit, and I really don't know. But every time, and let's just say it like this, for all the dumbass Americans over here, okay, over here, and anywhere else, they always try to find somebody that is that next big thing for something, right? Over here, Claressa Shields, in terms of popularity, is the most popular female boxer. And boxing in period, in general, she's the best female boxer. Stupid ass Americans are trying to not find Shields. Let's just be real. Racist America want a non-black. That's why racist America would cheer for the Germans, the Russians, or anybody else that don't have black skin, because they look more like whoever they are. That's what the fuck is going on that y'all don't fucking realize. Baumgartner is another black woman, American, but instead of celebrating their careers, which me personally, I'm not here to celebrate their career, I explain shit and break shit down. But for those who do this shit, instead of celebrating their careers, what do y'all do? Y'all want to put people in two different weight classes in the same category to compare them. And even people like Dan Raphael, who's smart enough to know this is stupid. This is just stupid. Just like I said, no different. That would be no different from Terrence Crawford calling out Inoue. Or Inoue calling out Crawford and saying, meet me at, 140 pounds or some shit. Meet me at 138 pound catch weight or some goofy shit. Like, motherfucker, your little ass calling me out. You need to come up to my weight class. And if you can't do that, shut your fucking mouth up. And you best believe, no matter who Inoue fights, all of Japan is going to be supporting him. Why dumbass, stupid ass America going to be sitting up here applauding another fighter going against the American fighter. And I got to put this shit out here and say it because this is just the way shit goes. People see there's strength in numbers, right? People see, like, how many of you grew up with brothers and sisters and your family, your mom and pop told you all stand together. Don't you ever be out here arguing with each other in front of people and trying to show out in front of people. People see weakness. They try to put y'all against each other. And you know what? Whatever disrespect y'all show each other, everybody else is going to think they can do the same thing. And that's what you see right here. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Just like me, this is how stupid people are. They don't get it. When I tell you guys, I respect the fact that Terrence Crawford is willing to go up to fight Canelo. I don't think he beats Canelo. I don't give a fuck what other people are saying. 168 pounds. Crawford is coming from 140. Crawford went all the way up. Is going all the way up now to 154. He has the height for 154. He could even make 160. He got the frame and the height, okay? Let me explain something to y'all, though. I don't give a fuck how much you can't stand Canelo. If that fight was to happen, let me say this. I hope Crawford beat the brakes off of Canelo. I don't think he can, though. I just don't see y'all, and y'all got to also understand, too. Crawford is not as mobile on his legs as he used to be. What's the difference between him and Canelo? Canelo goes forward. Crawford does not hit hard enough to make Canelo go backwards. Even when Canelo fought Bivol, who was a lot bigger and stronger and hits considerably harder than Crawford, Canelo was still in front of him. Canelo wasn't trying to, move and like trying to get on the back foot like how he fought Golovkin in the first fight. He wasn't fighting on the back foot trying to box and move. No. He couldn't solve Bivol. Bivol fought very disciplined, and Bivol stuck to everything that he was supposed to do, and he showed that he's a top fighter. I bet you if you was to ask Bivol, if you was to ask what's the other better BF, if you was to ask the bigger guys, it's not just because Canelo's bigger. Canelo is good enough to employ like his style versus Crawford's, where one guy is going to go forward. If Crawford tries to stand there and try to outbox him from close quarters, you got to understand, Crawford gets hit now more than he used to. Y'all can act like y'all don't see this shit, but I'm breaking this shit down realistically. Who I would want to win is Crawford. Who I believe would win is Canelo. And y'all keep, but what if they were the same man? Stop with all this what if. If he decided to go to 168 and that fight happened, I think Canelo beats Crawford. Crawford even, did y'all see the latest video where he said fighting against Boots Ennis is not going to do anything for me? He said fighting Canelo is going to do everything for my bank account, especially for my legacy and especially for my bank account. That's what he said. I'm not telling you he'll go up to 168 and lay down for Canelo. What I'm telling you is when he goes up, and y'all keep thinking that Errol Spence hit harder than Canelo. Nah, man. When he feels Canelo shots, now I'm not saying he pulls a full Jermell Charlo, but when he starts to feel Canelo shots, and he starts to understand that Canelo can take his shots much better than he can take his. And let's not be stupid. It's not like Canelo's a punching bag. And it's not like Crawford has some size advantage where all of a sudden now he can go in there and just like bully Canelo around. Yeah, but Aries, Mayweather didn't run. Yeah, but like I've been saying, I don't see Crawford as being better than Mayweather. And he's definitely not doesn't have the defense that Mayweather has. He definitely doesn't. And see, the patience that Crawford has, the time and all that, Crawford's a solid dude. But if he's not going to be active, Canelo is going to push him. If he tries to be active, Canelo's going to counter and cut his shot. And it's a tough fight. It's a tough fight all around. Y'all are looking at a guy who did what he did at 140, 147. Now he's going to 154. And once again, like I said, you guys that keep talking about Madrimov has a very huge, a very strong chance of winning, but somehow y'all think that Canelo doesn't. That's like the stupidest shit. But I'm telling you guys, when you listen to sound reason and pay attention and take your fanboyism out of it, that is a lot of fucking weight. Okay? And not only is it a lot of weight, Crawford is looking to retire, man. He's in it strictly for the money now. So even though your heart is in this shit, your head is in this, and you already know you getting paid when it gets tough. Just like nobody thought Jermell Charlo would, nobody pictured him crumbling like that. Even if you thought Canelo was going to knock him out, you pictured Jermell going in there and fighting hard. I bet you if you ask Jermell Charlo, I'll bet you he don't think Crawford can beat Canelo. And what I'm saying to you guys, it's not about, and I'm not basing it on what anybody thinks. I'm basing it on what I feel and what I think from what I see in these guys. I just don't see Crawford beating Canelo at 168. I don't see that shit happening. I just don't. Canelo's been acting like a little bitch, dodging Benavidez, dodging Morrell. And for those who are tired of him, yeah. You know, people say things out of anger, but nah, I don't see him beating Canelo Alvarez. But my point is, he has the heart to go up there to do it. So all these little motherfucking women walking around here talking about they the GOATs and they this and they that, and y'all don't want to go up and fight Claressa. She's too big, then shut the fuck up then. Just shut the fuck up then. You decided to open your mouth. It's just like when I curse a motherfucker out and I tell him, you take what I say and make it personally about you. Like I give a fuck about what you're saying. Remember, I didn't say shit to you. You responded to me. So when you speak wrong and you speak stupidly, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. And that's one of the reasons, too, why I tell people, first off, learn how to express yourself. Because when I sit here and take the time to explain things in the video, and then you ask me a stupid-ass question, Either one, you're just trolling. Two, you're dumb. You don't know what the fuck you just watched. You know? Or three, you basically just didn't watch the whole video. You probably didn't watch the video. You probably saw comments and then piggybacked off of somebody's comment, not understanding what really was going on or what I said. When I explained something and then you asked me why did I say something, or okay, now you just made me, you know, if what you're saying just don't feel right to me, like I feel like you're trying to be an asshole, well, hey, learn how to fucking speak. Learn how to speak. Think about, before you type it, how this looks to me. I can't hear you. I just see some words. And laughing emojis don't mean necessarily you're making a funny joke or trying to be funny. Laughing emojis could be sarcasm. You understand what I mean? So if your laughing emojis and your words just don't look right, not to mention I deal with stupid motherfuckers all the time. I just delete people because why? We don't want that toxic shit here. All these other channels that keep telling y'all, oh, no love, like, hate, whatever. Nah. That's people trying to monetize their pages and they need the numbers and views. I don't. So nah, I'm not here for that shit. Once again, here's a woman who went out here, fought her ass off to get what she is. And then you got some motherfuckers who here want to make other people the victims, or because they got war going on in their country and shit happening over in their country. You know, like your stupid ass is welcome over there. Like whatever. You from this country here. And I'm not saying at all that we shouldn't be compassionate to human beings. If you've been fucking with me this long, you already know how I feel. What I'm saying is, we don't even take care of home. We don't even support home. Okay? And that's the thing too. And that's why I do the things I do. Think about the Reggie Jackson interview when the guy said it must really like feel great to come back here. And what did Reggie tell him? Nah, it's like really it's hard for me to come here. And he explained all the racism that he faced. And the guy asking him the question obviously didn't expect that. Didn't think about any of that. Probably wasn't even aware of it. Because you got to remember something. Just like, for example, if you have white friends and you and your white friends hang out, for example, they can go to like a country bar, a country club, or a golf range. They don't get that discrimination. They show it with you. Who's that? Who's he here with? Who invited that? Why? Excuse me, what are you like, right? Okay, they don't think about your safety. They don't think about those things because they don't have your problems. Do you understand? It's like you get pulled over and get a ticket, and then you got a white American say, oh, I get tickets too. I mean, they pull me over. Okay, did they call you nigga when they pulled you over? Well, no, then shut the fuck up. Because they pulled you over for a completely different reason. And they had a whole different intent when they pulled us over. Okay, so now you get pulled over and you got cops calling you all kind of cracker, redneck, honky, whatever. Oh, then I guarantee you wouldn't get out there and say, well, I don't think it's race-baited, you know, related. Or, no. This shit's real. And I'm going to bat for the truth. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It actually felt good watching Claressa go out there and do what she did. Because at the end of the day, and I'm talking about making history, talking about her winning her fight the way she did and all, because one of the biggest things that people were saying, and they was banking on, this ain't going to be no knockout, blah, 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 blah. And it ended up being a stoppage. Yeah. Yeah. That's why you got people making videos right now like, yo, what the fuck? How did she knock out a heavyweight? Because she's more comfortable. This is her actual weight class. When you drain yourself down to come down and weight, yeah, you're not going to be as strong as you would at your natural weight. Now, she can have another fight at heavyweight and the shit might go the distance. You understand what I'm saying? But bottom line is, once again, nobody's ever walked through Claressa Shields' punches. Nobody. So all of that shit that people say, talking about how she can't punch and okay, well, if I'm not, I gotta tell anybody, you can't punch, stand in front of me with that pit pat shit and see what happens. Stand in front of me with some pit pat and you think, oh, nigga, I got defense. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you how to fight a motherfucker that can't punch. And this is what I'm saying. I'll show you how to fight anybody. But a motherfucker that can't punch, you ain't gonna stand in pit pat with me, motherfucker. I will fuck your shit up. If you can't keep a motherfucker off you, that's why I say you don't have to be the hardest puncher in the world, but you need to have respectable power. Meaning, okay, damn, this okay. I didn't see that coming either. This is what people do. So you notice it's no different from Tyson Fury calling Usyk a middleweight. But who was the one on the back foot? Who was the one on the back foot? Who's the one that got dropped? Because the ropes wasn't there. He goes down. He gets standing 8 count because the ropes held him up. Who's the one that got hurt? He was stabbing all over the ring. And who's the younger fighter? But physically the much bigger, supposedly stronger fighter. So it's what I'm saying. All this shit that people were saying, who thought Usyk was going to knock Fury out? Everybody was saying if Usyk wins, it's going to be by decision, but they just think Fury's too big, too long, too strong, and that he either stops Usyk late or he wins a unanimous decision. That's not what happened. Who had more dog in him? Usyk. Who's had the tougher fights? Usyk. No, y'all, like I said, once again, no matter what Fury's done in his career, y'all define his so-called greatness by what? His fights with Wilder and vice versa with Wilder. Yeah. Yeah. So y'all put limitations on Shields because, she wasn't knocking people out in the smaller weights. Yeah, that happens with certain fighters. Like I feel like Devin Haney. I'm not telling you can't land a punch. Look, studies say it takes 6 ounces of pressure to knock a man out. Okay? Now, everybody don't have a glass jaw. Some people can take a hell of a punch. Some people can't. Some people can take a decent pop. Some people take one good punch. Some people take an actual combination and not go down. All right? Everybody's different. But once again, limitations. Fury couldn't beat Ngannou. How was AJ? Who the fuck says that Fury could beat AJ? Yeah, just saying. Just saying. Wallin went the distance. He cut Fury and hurt Fury. He's going to beat AJ. AJ's not going to be able to outbox him. What happened? Now, a guy like Devin Haney, who Regis Prograis was, his fans, everybody was talking about how Haney ain't going to be able to hurt him. Haney can't punch. Haney, right? Haney has respectable power. We know what happened last time with all the false narratives and people jumping conclusions and trying to overlook what really happened. Think about what happened, though, right? Now, take all that into consideration that I just said and just think. Why was he able to drop Regis? Caught him right. He tried to describe, it wasn't like it was a hard punch. How the fuck did you get knocked down by a punch that wasn't hard? No, I didn't see it coming. How the fuck did you get knocked down by a punch that wasn't hard? Bottom line, you the big puncher, but you the one got knocked down. Okay, it's called I hit you, you don't hit me. And then if you do land, nobody said he couldn't take a punch. See, but you going up in weight, you fighting guys that's going to be bigger and stronger than that 135, of course. Of course. So when you hear me say the problem that Haney's going to have going up to 147 or 154, if that ever happens, is his lack of power. Those guys are going to be too big and strong. And I guarantee you, if that was to happen, he's going to come back down to 140. He's going to realize, I can't punch with these guys. And this is what I'm saying. That doesn't mean he can't catch a motherfucker, right, and drop him or hurt him or knock him out. And all it takes is an equilibrium shot. So I'm not saying he can't do that, but bottom line, that's going to be his weakest point. And, when you look at things realistically, people just don't understand you. They don't. They make these fantasies up in their head, and then they want to try to stick to it like the fight is a movie script or something, and they want to be right when they say something. Hey, I'm not going to tell you something to say it, but shit can happen. Like if Shields would have lost, she just would have lost, and hey, whatever. Like to look at what happened and how these things happen, yeah, okay. But she went in there and she did what she was supposed to do. She did what she had to do. And once again, like I said, you see the beauty of it is this. Now, personally, I don't have nothing against Amanda Serrano. I don't have nothing against Baumgartner, Katie Taylor. I have nothing against none of them. I am against stupidity though, and I do think that was some sucker shit as far as her, even for somebody else to call her the GOAT, okay? Even for somebody else to do it, for her to say it out of her own mouth, and like, it's like, come on, you know you're being disrespectful. You know that. Anybody can be called the greatest of all time, but she coined that phrase, the GOAT. That's meant to be disrespectful. That would be, you know, it's like, for example, people try to act like they don't understand, they act like they don't understand gestures. Like, it's like if somebody was like, okay, it's like this. You ask anybody outside of America, if a fight happened and a fighter defeated the fighter from that country and they walked around the ring waving that flag around, right? Let's say you in China and you come from Mexico. You beat a Chinese fighter or a Mexican fighter, right? You're from Mexico, but you fighting in China. You beat a Chinese fighter. Now you take your flag out and you walk around waving your Mexican flag to the fans. But there's nothing in the crowd but Chinese people. Who are you waving that flag to? Oh, but you got people at home. No. Do you think that they're cheering you waving your flag in China? Do you think that that's what's happening? What's the gesture? Like, why did you do that? What was the point? You're doing what? Now, if you fought a Chinese fighter in Mexico and beat him and you were waving the flag around to the Mexican fans, do you understand the point, what I'm saying? So you trying to prove the point of what's the message in that? Yes, Mexico. You understand? What? So my point, when the Chinese people are booing you, they're booing you, one, because you're not Chinese and you're fighting a Chinese fighter. But two, now they feel like that's disrespectful. And that's the point what I'm saying. Have I seen fighters do that? I've seen them win and hold their flag up, whatever. They do a ring walk or whatever. But my point is, you're in the country and they're not cheering you and your flag. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because to them, it's like you're trying to say, yeah, I defeated your Chinese fight. Do you understand? It's a lot of shit that people think about. So it's the way you do certain things. Now, I guarantee you, if you took the Chinese flag in one hand and the Mexican flag in the other hand and hold it up as one, as we united, then did the ring walk holding the hand of your opponent, I guarantee you they'd cheer that shit, because that is a respectable gesture. Okay, hey man, applause. You understand what I'm saying? I've seen guys lose fights, right? The winner take the loser's hand and raise his hand and walk around the ring pointing to give him his props. Like, I've seen that. And the fans, you know, my point is, people accept things like it is just what it is. Because y'all lazy as fuck. And y'all like to let shit stay the way it is. Yet y'all want change. But y'all don't know how to change shit. And the people that don't want change, well, you let them water at the mouth. Because they like, good. Let everything stay fucked up. Hey, all I'm telling you guys, plain and simple, I don't have a problem with nobody because they're so-called patriotic or whatever. All I'm telling you, when you put hateful ass comments in people's comment sections, when you say things about people, and you're clearly being on some biased, racist, bigoted shit, no, I don't support that shit. And there's no way somebody should be able to come in your comment section talking racist shit and you hitting the like button on their comments. Unless you one of these people that just hit like just because you see a comment, you're not even reading it. You understand what I mean? That's on you. Bottom line is, it's a sport. I don't even watch the Olympics. Somebody, yo, what you think about the Olympics? I don't think about it. Oh, you don't watch it? Nah. I lost interest in a whole lot of shit. And the Olympics is one of them. And let's just be real. I can wear my red, white, and blue. I'm not doing it to be patriotic. No, I'm not doing it to be patriotic. Me wearing that red, white, and blue, there's still racist motherfuckers that don't honor me wearing red, white, and blue. They don't give a fuck because they don't see me as being the same as them. Do you understand that? So it don't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. So I'm not doing anything for anybody's approval. What people need to understand, and what I'm telling you, y'all better wake the fuck up. We are already a country divided. right here on American soil. I've seen situations where it was a group of Indian people protesting out there. They wanted the auditors to be taken off the streets. They was complaining, blah, blah, blah. And the one guy was a Mexican dude. And they were saying that this guy is out here. He's invading our privacy, and he's doing this and he's doing that and this, and we want him to go. I mean, all this. They were even lying, coming right out the church, lying, making up shit. He tell me that there's no such thing as Krishna, and he's disrespectful. And he's like, what? What? The dude didn't even have any conversation with them, and his camera was recording for like 15 minutes before they all even came out the building. So they were just making up shit. I've seen so many different things happen. And my point is, it's like, there's no brotherhood with people. But when a brotherhood is because you have a common enemy, no good's going to come out of that. That's all that really comes down to. It's like, oh, we're foreigners to this country. Well, if I go to another country to visit or do whatever, okay, guess what? I'm a foreigner to that country. I go to Canada pretty much every year. And one thing when you go through customs, some of them motherfuckers be like, they so rude the way they, I need to see your face. Hey man, listen, you got to bend your damn neck. I'm already bent down. You got to bend your neck, man. Well, I can't. Just bend your neck. I'm looking down at you. You know, everybody got their passports. They looking at the passports. And there's never like, hey, how you guys doing? How's your day going? Just that, whatever. Okay, you're such and such, right? Look at everybody's face, right? It's never a pleasant conversation. It's always like, so what are you coming to Canada for? Business or pleasure? Right? You state whatever, business, right? Pleasure, whatever, whichever one, or both, or whatever it is. How long are you staying? How long are you going to be? Like, this is the way they talk to you, the way they ask the question. I respond the same exact way that they asking the questions is how I respond to them. That same tone, that same, you know, and I'm just eye contact the whole time. Give me a second. Last time we went to Canada, it was so crazy how we went through, and we barely even had, like what I do is I make sure I have enough clothes for what I'm going to do, where I'm not having 15, 20 outfits that I'm not going to wear. It's like, because you're going to go to the gym. For how long you're going to be there, right? So that amount, then for every day, I got, this is what I'm wearing. This is what I'm wearing. Got you, right? So when we time to come back, guess what? I'm not overpacked. And that way we have all the leg room inside. Most of all our shit fits in the back. And, you know, simple stuff like that. And what happens is they ask us to park. And I'm like, these motherfuckers. When you pull over the park, they come out and they check your shit, right? The funny thing is, because laws change, different shit happens, whatever. Now, nobody's hostile. We pull over, you know, if you ever been to Ontario to go to Niagara Falls, I'm talking about, and you go through customs, y'all know that shit is long. I get through there, we make this left turn and go pull up to this building. The cops come outside, right? And the funny thing is, these motherfuckers looking around. And I'm like, is somebody going to come over here and check our vehicle? Like, what, you know, lady asked us to pull over. What lady? One of the officers at customs asked us to pull, and we parked right here at this building. We've been here for 30 minutes. Nobody's come outside. What's your name? Like just stupid shit. I'm like, do you have a name by me in that building? Well, no, I'm asking what's your name because whatever. Finally, somebody comes over there and go, you guys all right? We're about to pull off. Oh, hold up. Somebody, then they come in. I'm like, these motherfuckers. So they're checking, going through your shit, whatever and all. And it's like, what's the suspicion about? Nah, just doing our job. I'm like, yeah, I hear that, but this is the first time that's happened with the pulling over part. And then y'all tell us, so what are you like? I mean, has somebody smuggled some shit over here? Well, you know, that's the thing. We just make sure to check is that a lot of times people have, you know, they're really packed up. And I'm like, okay, well, none of our stuff is in the back seats. All our stuff is in the trunk. So I don't understand that part. But yeah, I get you. Yeah. All right. Just want to make sure, because I don't know what's going on. I want to make sure I'm safe out here. My family's safe out here. I ain't got to fuck nobody up in the cops. No, you know, shit, whatever. But it's just like you go somewhere and they don't make you feel welcome. And I told y'all, we had that incident in Mexico where dirty motherfucker tried to threaten me and my wife, and I'm like, fuck that, nigga. I'll kill you in this motherfucker. I will kill your little fucking ass, man. You must be out your mind. You think you gonna grab a phone or signal somebody, and we didn't know what was getting ready to happen. But that's the first time traveling, coming back to the U.S., and when we got back to the airport, and the American troopers that was there was like, welcome home. You know, welcome home, whatever. We just nodded. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, went on. You understand what I'm saying? But like I'm telling you guys, man, everybody want to come with this patriotic bullshit. Okay, bullshit, because it's like, man, we know what the fuck you are. We know whatever. Okay, you proud, this, that, whatever, but you can't even be honest about how you speak. So when I'm talking to Americans, I'm saying the same shit. Be honest about how you speak and what you saying. Y'all sitting up here talking all this shit about a person's race and this and that, and talk about what they go through. Motherfucker, it's like, fuck y'all history. We the real we the real ones suffering. Well, damn, if you here, motherfucker, that means you got past the hump of what was holding you back in the country you from. And that's my whole shit. I would never go to nobody's country, live there, and then talk shit about the people. And on top of that, I'm sitting up here waving my damn flag, but yet I don't even want to live in the country I'm from. So, you understand the point what I'm saying? Man, I go to Canada, I always go and buy some nice souvenirs and shit and all that. Got me some nice Canadian shirts and shit and all that. You know, I'm not Canadian, but I just don't live like most people with all that shit piled up in their heads or whatever. But I'm saying plain and simple, if y'all too stupid to support, now mind you, I'm not talking about nobody's lifestyle, how much money they make, what type of man. I ain't talking about, I'm talking strictly the point of a person who is in that ring fighting, risking their life the same way. But y'all too stupid. What I'm saying is, as a fighter, to say, okay, yo, why wouldn't I support the American fighters? I'm from here. Fuck, it's okay for Chinese people to support Chinese fighters. It's okay for Mexican to support Mexican fighters. It's okay for Puerto Ricans to support Puerto Rican fighters. It's okay for China, Japan, everybody, Philippines, everybody can support fighters from their country, but yet when we do it, we're being biased, we're being racist. They come in the comment section and get mad and tell you. Anytime somebody tell you, and this is why I'm saying what I'm telling you, what I'm saying, when people come in, oh, you just like Shields, you just saying Shields the best because she's black. No, bitch, you know why you're saying that? That's the reason you don't like her, because she's black. Nobody brought up race. We're in the fucking comment section talking about facts of what happened in the ring, who did what, you know, this person is multi-time champion, is that, whatever. All this shit, y'all the ones bring up race. I don't know if I told you guys, like the lady that just got shot. The cop told her, I'll shoot you right in your fucking face right now. Had another white cop tell a dude, I'll shoot your fucking dog right here. And it's like, damn, I got something that I'm about to start doing too. But, yeah, right here on this channel. And it's like, y'all see a pattern of anger, real aggression, and threatening to shoot somebody's dog. I'll shoot you in your fucking, like it's premeditated. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh yeah, there's some shit that I got for y'all asses. But you see the problem? Every nationality has its issues. People doing shit, because we're all human regardless, right? But yet it's always, let's point the finger at who's doing what here and where. And I say to everybody, plain and simple, where you from is not great, or you'd still be there. Right here, fucked up shit happening all the time. Y'all come to learn, we already know. We live in this raggedy motherfucker. We from here. But you still choose to stay here instead of where you from. We don't get up and leave and run to other countries to live. We stay here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So my whole point with all that shit is, I believe just like you do. I'm a human being just like you are. Okay? And we're the same. What makes us different is our mentality. And for all you so-called righteous people, you so-called spiritual people, well, you know what? if you truly understand what right from wrong is, it shouldn't take you to read anything, or a Bible, or go to church or whatever, in order to be a better person. I just had a dude come over here and do some work in the house the other day. And he's a Catholic, and he was talking about how he grew up Catholic and this and this and this. And the whole conversation, he just kept bringing up, how he's a Catholic, and as if like that makes him a better person or something. And he was saying things, and I'm listening to him, and I asked him, I said, hey, I just felt like he didn't, and I was right. And I just said, do you study the Bible? He goes, well, no, I don't read the Bible and stuff like that. I mean, I know the 10 Commandments. I say my prayers, my Hail Marys and all, and I go to church. Or I don't go to church anymore, but because church enough for the business. But, I have my relationship with God. And I said, do you, okay, so wait. You said you have your relationship with God. You say your Hail Marys and, okay, you say your prayers and all. I said, do you understand the Bible? Well, I mean, I know there's some good things in there, and I'm like, nah, you don't know. That's okay. And I gave him chapter and verse to go read. I said, just go read this. I said, do it on your cell phone. It's a lot easier. I said, just go read these things. Because everything you're saying right now, the Bible speaks against. And in fact, the way you saying you don't go to church and you don't read the Bible, how can you follow what you claim God wants you to do if you don't understand the word? You don't read it. And it's not just reading it, it's understanding it. Dude said he's 57 years old. 57 years old, and you don't know no scripture. You know no scripture. You don't even go to church, but you claiming to be a Catholic and a follower of Christ and all this shit. And I'm just like, And this is what the world is full of. Everybody got so much knowledge, but don't know shit. They don't know shit. I'm standing and read. I could have read it to him. No, that's not what I wanted to do. And I didn't. He's not doing it for me. I said, just go read these scriptures right here. And remember what you said to me. So I want you to, so you will see for yourself what I'm telling you. And that's part of the problem with people. They speak and say shit, but they don't even know the score. They don't even understand what's happening. All right? That's what we're full of in this world. So what I'm saying to you guys, when we are watching these boxing videos, we need to be able to sit here and have fun. This shit is entertainment, right? What is the word entertainment? Entertainment shouldn't have you angry, mad, being racist, arguing about stupid shit. You got people out here losing their life every day. People out here have unjust acts done to them. And y'all think this shit is OMG, LOL, that nigga tweaking, all this goofy, stupid shit. But y'all sitting here arguing over who's the greatest of all time. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? My whole thing, like I said, let's not play stupid and act like you don't realize that shit is meant to be disrespect by someone calling themselves the GWOAT. Or someone calling someone else, oh, that's the real GWOAT. Because what you're saying is, no, you're not that one. This person is, and we're going to steal your own saying and use it against you. Okay? That's like in the movies, right? You ever see those old kung fu movies where this master teaches his student, he teaches him all his shit, right? And then that student is plotting on him. As soon as I get good enough, I'm going to kill you. So everything that you just taught that person, now they would use it against you. That's the mentality. That's the mentality, okay? Oh, shit, I like that saying, the GWOAT. I like that shit. Okay, greatest woman of all. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, you're the GWOAT. And the man of Serrano normally talks, she normally don't talk cocky and arrogant. She normally just, but she has to know better than that shit. Like I said, if somebody decided they want to come out with the real Aries Zodiac, okay, you go ahead, meat rider. Like, everybody know who the original and the one and only is. So it's what I'm saying to you. Ain't no other boxing channel out here doing shit the way I do it. The name, the originality of it or nothing. And there's nothing authentic about you coming out with the real Aries Zodiac or Aries Zodiac 2.0 or some goofy shit or whatever. Nah, don't make a difference. We know who's who. But I know that that's some disrespectful shit. That's what is, or you admire a motherfucker so much that you just don't have no shame. I don't need no help doing what I do. You understand what I mean? So no. Somebody gonna come out now, Gemini Zodiac Boxing, Aquarius Zodiac Boxing now, because like, come on, you know, that's trendy shit. That's the type of shit somebody do something because somebody else did it. Now everybody starts catching on. Everybody has their version of something. How many people have you seen use that Michael Jordan meme, right, when he's crying? Right? How many? It's like, damn, y'all so robotic that y'all do this shit. Let me make the same fucking joke that 50,000 other people already done made. Let's do the same shit. Nah, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I talk different from the rest of you motherfuckers because I talk real life, real shit. And all these motherfuckers that got to sit here and tell themselves they're the best in the business. Yo, I'm this and that. Ain't even close. Yo, I'm this and that. Yeah, I know. Bunch of self-glorified motherfuckers. Y'all the same motherfuckers that follow these fighters around, sniffing up their asses, getting doors slammed in your fucking face. Yo, nigga, wait. Wait. And y'all standing there like a bunch of little trained puppies waiting just to get an interview. Sucking ass, just fucking views and likes and shit. Nah, Aries ain't with no shit. Like, you couldn't do that shit to me. Slam the door in my fucking face, and I'm standing there waiting for your eye. Curse your fucking ass out, and worse. Say, ain't no motherfucking, you know, I'm trying to get it. No. Ain't no you bigger than me. I'm glad. Just thank you for gracing us with your presence, because I know you got a busy schedule, and you know, like I'm not shit. Like I'm some piece of shit. Like you're wasting your time with a piece of shit or something. Nah, that's for these losing mentality motherfuckers to do. You know, for me, everything is about a mutual respect. Everything. Ain't no motherfucking, I'm doing your channel a favor. So what, bitch? I mean, for that to be the case, every time somebody see you, they're doing you a fucking favor. So it's a two-way street. But people don't understand that. Well, you know, but when you're not a big channel, they don't. Exactly, but guess what? Nothing stays the same forever. You know how many fucking people, think of how many people you don't see anymore right now. You don't see them on YouTube or nowhere. But then somebody will do a story about them telling you how bad that person is doing in life. The sad reality of how such and such is living now. How many times have we seen these things? Like I told you, Aries don't do this shit to nobody. You know who the superstars in my life is? My sons, my wife, my family, the people I love. That's the superstars in my life. Not no fucking fighter, no actor, no actress. Fuck them. Them motherfuckers come and go. The other day, I met somebody who was talking, and the person showed me a video where he was working on a set of something Jennifer Lopez was doing. And I told y'all, people been saying a whole lot of things about Jennifer Lopez, about her attitude, and she's a stuck-up person, and she's this and that. And you hear a whole lot of situations where actors and actresses are being accused of being like real, like ill-mannered, real, like rotten type of disposition and all that. And I don't get caught up in that shit. And like I tell people, man, as fucked up as people are, they might act like that because they want people to know it's strictly business. Right? Strictly business. I don't want no rumors. People talking about, him and her was in that trailer for a long time, but that person, so everything is just business. That's that. Now, I can't blame them because you want a picture, you want an autograph or whatever. But he said, when he was doing it, he said, man, y'all see, and that was her. That wasn't that was Jennifer Lopez. Okay, and they was like, no, I'm on the set. He's talking like I'm on the set, and what I'm doing is, you know, we setting up this stage right here. And he's like, but I just want y'all to see how she is. And he's like, yeah. I was like, Here's my thing now. See? Well, what was happening in the video was people was like, hey, J-Lo, hey, right? She didn't even stop the wave. She just looked up. And then she looked like she was kind of aggravated. And the next thing you know, you see these people come, hey, yo, y'all got to go. Like, okay. Now, I seen that shit with my own 2 hours in the video. He was like, yeah. And it's the dude he's holding it. This ain't no fucking edited. No, just, he's like, this, yeah, man. He's like, yeah. And this shit, he said, he had in his phone for like 5 or 6 years ago or something like that. And he said, yeah. He said, this is the shit I'm saying that people don't know. He's like, yeah, not even, hey, how you guys doing? Nothing. Just, you know. Now, my whole thing is this. If you know that she's that way, why the fuck would you insist on trying to get a picture with her? Why would you even want to? You just go to work and do your job like she's doing. She don't want to touch you. She don't want you touching her. She don't. I've heard people like say like certain actors and actresses are like, I don't even want people looking at me. Okay? When I look up, I don't want to see nobody. They really be on it like that. Okay, go to work and do your fucking job. Stop being a fucking fan. You see movies where somebody want to be, oh my God, if I get this jab, I get to meet my, oh God, I get to meet my idol and all this. Like, yeah, that's how people look at shit. We don't need to do all of that. I'm saying plain and simple, if you're not going to fucking take care of home and you going to cheer for somebody because their skin color look closer to yours, but those same people don't give a fuck about you because you're not from where they from, you're an asshole. Now, we could look here and look at the boxing. Like I said, I don't let shit like that keep me from being honest about who I think will win or whatever. I'm going to always be honest regardless. But I'm saying to you, okay, I'm not sitting up here supporting a liar. I don't care where you from. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit up here jumping up, pumping my fist, going against an American fighter just because, you know, the rest of the room is cheering for that other fighter or whatever. No, you understand what I'm saying? No, it ain't like that. Once again, and let me make this clear, say it again. We all thought Tyson Fury was going to do the right thing, beat Wilder, and then fight Anthony Joshua so he can have undisputed. That's all we was looking at. Nobody wasn't worrying about race and no. And, you know, Wilder say a lot of lies and shit that just bottom line. Like stupid shit. Okay? So, I'm not going to sit here because he's black and go, oh, no, well, other people lie too. No. Do you understand my point? I'm looking at what goes on in the ring, and that's what I rate you as a fighter. The shit you do outside the ring, related to the ring, or whatever the fuck, and you bring it to the camera, that's on you. So when you do shit and you're not being honest, no, I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. You know how many people make excuses regardless because we're the same country? No, that's the shit I'm saying. So I'll be a fucking hypocrite if I'm saying what I'm saying right now. But then I know, I'm fully aware this motherfucker's lying. He's making up excuses. I'm just being honest about this shit. And then you got people, yeah, but Aries, we all black. And you said Waldo was like, because the motherfucker was lying. And every fucking thing that I said, it's funny how he ended up saying the same shit. Just like I told y'all, Fury wasn't going to jail. Fury's going to continue to fight. Okay? And Wilder's not going to have any proof. And Wilder ended up saying, I'm going to go to my grave knowing what I know. But it's hard to convince people when you don't have proof. Didn't I say he don't have proof? Okay then. When I say I don't respect how you talk shit about a fighter when you're not in the same room with him. Then when you're in the same room with him, you want to laugh and smile. It's a whole different energy. You know, all this shit, man. I mean, then they go out and do it. You get mad at a motherfucker for being right. So, no, that's my point. I'm not telling nobody, oh, you should be biased and just lie. No. I'm saying plain and simple. I've never booed Wilder. I've never sat there, like when Fury beat him, I wasn't like, yeah. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay, so now we need undisputed. Because he was holding the belt hostage. But how many times have I flamed and roasted Fury's ass? Now, as many times as I roasted Wilder, yeah, Aries, so now all of a sudden, it's okay for me, like I said, to roast a black fighter, but now when I roast Fury, I'm being racist because I'm telling the truth about this motherfucker? No. And like I said, him and Wilder are so much alike that people don't even realize it. I don't even think they realize how much alike they are. The lies, the type of shit they do, the mentality, the favoritism, all of the entitlement, all of that shit. You know damn well when you get your ass beat and you're told you have to win your fight and so does your opponent for your fight to happen, and you get your ass whooped and turn around and say, I'm thinking we still fighting. Man, they don't want to fight. You got beat, man. Why you trying to make it like somebody's ducking you? Who the fuck told you AJ and Hearn was saying, yo, man, if Wilder would have won, I was going to retire. All this, all this stupid shit. All these deflections and lies. Oh, he was going to retire if you... Who told you that? So somebody, he never could say who. See, and this is what I'm saying, childish shit. All this goofy shit. No, if AJ lose, ain't no need for the fight to happen. Okay, so how come you lose and the fight's supposed to still happen? And I'm wrong for being honest? That's why people say dumb shit like 1 minute you with the guy, the next minute. See, that's how stupid y'all are. if I'm speaking in favor of your situation, that shows you I'm not being, is no personal hatred. I'm being real about it. But if I'm speaking against something that you're doing, it's because of what you're doing. And I don't rock with that shit. So no, nobody can accuse me legitimately of being motherfucking biased or racist or some shit. No, I'm just too real and raw and to the point to sit back and be a bitch like the rest of these motherfuckers are. Plain and simple. You think, and plain and simple. When Savannah Marshall and Shields fought, who was I going for? Shields. Shields. Who you think the majority of you, who you think the people from the UK was going for? How many of them you think was wanting to see Shields win? Okay, so I'm wrong for wanting to see Shields win, but you're not wrong for wanting to see Savannah win. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck that, man. Simple. So once again, when she beat Savannah, I wasn't like, yeah, I'm just like, good job. But hey, I saluted both of them. I didn't boo. I'm not sitting booing Savannah Marshall or it's just a fight. That's all. That's all. May the best person win. But I'm pulling for her. You understand? Now, what's the chick? Ebony Bridges. That's the name I couldn't think of. That's the one that got beat. And I was asking Red October, who did she think would win between the two of them? And Ebony Bridges went out and lost. So she was like, she gave Ramla Ali the edge in that fight. And I remember when Ramla Ali lost the fight, everybody was talking about how she's overrated, blah, blah, blah. She this, she that. Ebony Bridges will do this to her. She'll do that. Yo, Ebony should be right up there. She's ranked right up there with Serrano and Katie Taylor and this and this and that. And then her very next fight, she got beat. Got stopped by the Asian chick that took the fight on 1 week's notice. Now, I guess if that was a possibility at some point, that's probably not going to happen now. Because Ebony Bridges, she lost. She looked bad in that fight. And I don't see that fight really sparking up interest, you know. But here's the thing, right? When I'm listening to like the things that people say, but I see differently, I don't know who people think like that they're fooling, but like that's the whole thing. It's always a skin color thing. It's always a skin color thing. It's always a nationality thing. And they're the ones that's quick to want to try to call racism on some shit when nobody's saying nothing racist at all. Nobody's even talking about race. So I guess when I say, like when I was speaking up on behalf of Kenzie Morrison, right? What was I saying? I said, look, Jake Paul need to give this man his shot. He stopped Hassan Rahman. It wasn't no luck. And because people would say, yeah, but Rahman was outboxing him. Yeah, okay. It doesn't make a difference. He still got stopped. The fight is not about who was winning the majority of the fight before the final bell. If the fight ends in a knockout, then guess what? He won. So why would you not want to fight Kenzie Morrison? Why would you fight the loser? Why would you fight the loser? Then Hassan Rahman never gave, you know, him and Kenzie never had a rematch. And I'm saying Kenzie Morrison is not getting a push. Like his father was far more famous than what he is. Kenzie Morrison is in a position where if you struggle with Hassan Rahman Jr., we know that you're not that good of a fighter. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, if that would be the case and you were losing all these rounds or the majority of the rounds before you got the knockout, okay, then Jake Paul can still say, yo, me and Kenzie Morrison, and their storyline there. Instead of fighting these older guys that's not even boxers on top of that. Okay? When I give Katie Taylor her props, when I give Amanda Serrano her props, when I give Inoue his props, you understand what I'm saying? I was rocking with Tiafimo until he started acting like a little bitch and started that racist shit. I never had no issue with Lomachenko or nobody else. I'm just not going to suck nobody's ass and try to say what you want me to say. I'm going to be real at all times. So, yeah, everybody can salute their flag and wave their flag and cheer their fighters, but as soon as you say something good about, and let's just, any of them, As soon as you say something good, you stand up and give props to Claressa Shields, all of a sudden, it's an issue. And yeah, y'all some sick, simple-minded bitches anyway, just for being racist, and you stupid black motherfuckers are sitting up here applauding comments when somebody references her as a black bitch. And y'all sit up here and jump on there, ha, hello, like, oh, that's funny to y'all. Okay, let somebody call your mama a black bitch one day, or your daughter a black bitch, or your wife, or your, and let's see ha, lol. Let's see how funny that shit is. You know, people need to educate themselves on life. Claressa got the damn job done. That's what matters. She just made history again. And pretty much, she still got some work to do as far as, you know, unifying Undisputed. Cool. No matter what she does and what she accomplished, you better believe she's one of the top fighters of people sitting there. I hope she lose. I hope she lose. I hope she lose. You know, and all of their heroes in the other weight classes already got losses on their record. So it's like they just want her to join the club. My whole thing too, like I said, I don't agree with the guy that was saying that Katie Taylor's a bum. Nah, she's no bum. She's one of the best female fighters out there. And at the end of the day, though, none of them can't fuck with Shields. Bottom line, they can't fuck with her. And if you're gonna call a fighter's name out and you're not willing to go to their weight class, shut up. And if she's telling you, one of y'all, go get a belt at 147 and we'll make it happen. Because I'm not going 147 just to go to 147. There's nothing on the line. Like, no. Okay. All these people talking about there's nobody left for her to fight. Who do they have left? Huh? Who do they have left? Because all they doing is fighting a bunch of rematches. Let's be real. That's all they doing is just fighting a bunch of fucking rematches, man. So anyway, salute to Shields for doing what she had to do. Salute to her opponent for coming out, doing what she had to do. And the better woman won is just as simple as that. There's no hatred, no anger, no none of that shit. But I had to address this shit and get all this shit out because, you know, a lot of times, like I said, I make a video and I say things and it's coming from more than just one space. And a lot of times people don't know, but everybody know everything, you know. And they always want to talk and be heard, but don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So a lot of shit that people say, y'all don't even know that they've said certain things or text certain things to me. And it's like, nah, we're not going to play this game. Y'all don't, you know, it honestly, it's like, it's like telling a woman you love her, you want to be with her, but get in front of the fellas. Nah, man, I'm just hitting that. I don't care about her, man. This and this and this. And why are you lying to her? And knowing damn well the truth is, nah, you do like her, but she's probably a chick y'all made fun of at one point because she ain't talked to none of y'all. Then you got to know her. All of a sudden, she grew on you. You grew on her, and you was attracted to her from the very beginning. But you want to have a player mentality or persona. You want people to think you some player. Nah, you got feelings for her. Stop lying. Just like a bunch of little kids, man. Like just say people just say shit, and I'm just like, nah, man. But yeah. So no, my point, I ain't got to sit here and hang the American flag back there. I ain't got to sit here. And it's not because the dude had the Puerto Rican bandana. That's all, like I said, plain and simple. You whatever. That's your setup. You doing whatever. But like I said, everything he talked about was always the same shit, man. Puerto Rican this, Puerto Rican that, Puerto Rican this, Puerto Rican pride, Puerto Rican. I'm like, yo, we know you Puerto Rican, damn. Okay, big deal. You know what I'm saying? The Puerto Ricans in my family, he's like, yo, this dude's a bitch, yo. Like, damn, all this, what the fuck? Like, what's the purpose of his channel? I'm like, it beats me. I don't even know who the motherfucker is. But he keeps following me every time I turn around. Because I'm barely on my other social media joints. They slowed down considerably with those. And I go in there and I have like 80, 90 fucking unread messages. And he, yo, what up, big dog, this and this and that. The fuck is this dude obsessed, man? Like, what? Like, I don't understand what his affiliation was. Honestly, it felt like when it would be like a Klansman fucking calling me or texting me, and I'm like, yo, you hate black people. You hate people that's not the same race as you, same ethnicity as you, and yet you texting me. The fuck is your, like, you know, like I said, when I put all that shit and I really realized who he was, I'm like, nah, I can't fuck with this dude, man. I can't fuck with this dude. Same way how I stopped fucking with the Alphabet Boys. Because I'm like, these dudes are hypocrites, man. Yeah. Or did people forget that? But I understand certain people, why they move the way they do. It's like I said, because it's like when Muhammad Ali said, when he was talking about trusting people and talking about like mixing races, what people fail to understand, racial tension, you have to be stupid. Okay, you have to be stupid to act like you don't see what's really happening. We can see things in movies and laugh at it, like when Eddie Murphy and Martin went into that restaurant. If y'all can read so good, remember that? How come y'all didn't see that sign? Oh, no colors, right? Remember that shit? Let's talk turkey. How much would it take to turn one of them whites only pies into nigger pie? How about I turn y'all into nigger pie? Okay, real life. Real life, you can't play like that. You got to be careful where you go. You end up somewhere, cops harassing you because I don't know this gentleman. He doesn't live in my neighborhood, and I see him walking out here. And they do all kinds of goofy shit. People just troublemakers. You can't even. This is like I tell people, go to places that's family oriented, but try to go to places that's integrated. Because I'm telling you right now, when you see all of the same, the majority of people look the same, that's when it's a problem. It's when it's integrated, it's more like it's a melting pot. But if it's not, that's when it's a fucking problem. And I mean that shit. Because people will fuck with you. Like, people walking up, they see a guy outside doing work. He's been hired to come up and clean up some property. And you got people, who are you? Oh, I've never seen you before. You got somebody, fuck that. What the hell? Call police because this person is out here doing work. I've never seen this person before. And I don't feel comfortable. This person could blow up the whole street. Nobody, all this kind of stuff. And it's just like, what? Like, people got nothing better to do? They have nothing better to do? So when you see, when you see things like that, and then nobody's doing anything about it, right? It makes, people, they don't know, like, what's what. They don't trust anybody. So when Ali said, and you see this right here on YouTube as well, when he said, think about this. He said, let's say, because he's talking about racism and people not understanding what the fuck type of shit that he's dealing with. See, when you don't have the racial tension thrown at you, and especially when the racial tension is coming from people that look like you, you don't see it. That way, you don't deal with it because it's not being done to you. Put it this way. So Ali says, okay, so let's just say, for example, I got 15 white people that really care for me and really love me, right? Now, let's just say, for example, he said, it's like I'm being chased. And I get into this room and I close the door. He said, now, do I keep the door closed and keep them same 15 people in there with me? Or do I open the door and expect them 15 people to protect me? Now, anybody too dumb to understand the logic and what he's saying and the point, I can't help it. But this is why people do what they do. Because it's like, okay, this person seemed to be cool. This person seemed to be cool. But then you got people on your channel making racial slurs and you sitting up here going back and forth, LOL, and liking the comment and liking the comments. And they just talking straight, yo, this motherfucker got them big ass nigger lips. Oh, these niggers did, and I'm saying, I'm seeing the comments. I'm seeing these words. And it's like, wow. So how are you cool and you are okay and people to be talking that shit on your channel? And this is the type of shit this motherfucker was doing. And that's the whole thing. You don't know who's who. And you got to remember, it's not like you know these people personally. We know each other from social media. So you might meet a motherfucker in person and then all of a sudden, like, wind up chipping his ass up because you see some shit that you didn't know before about this person. And this is all I'm saying. I'm going to push this. I don't care about the rest of these cowards. Claressa did what she did, the type of environment she come from, and to be able to rise to the top of that. And for idiot Americans to sit up here and show hatred and racism to somebody, I don't care where you from. I'm not racist to nobody because of where they from. I'm racist to stupidity. Okay, I'm racist against ignorance. You understand what I'm saying? So when these idiots are sitting up here not realizing, it's like I tell black people, if y'all don't realize and identify with the fact that people hate her because she's black and she's doing what she's doing and she's backing up everything she's saying, yet you see them sit up here and cheer for non-black fighters who do a bunch of in and out of prison and all that shit. Oh, I hope he get his life together. Yo, I really like him. I'm gonna pray for him. Yeah, I know. We see it all the time, and y'all don't realize they're not saying they don't like her because she talked to no. It's who's this big mouth nigga think she is, and y'all too dumb to understand that because y'all so stupid hating on it as well. And for the guys, like I said, that keep getting in their feelings because, oh, she thinks she can beat men. Like, y'all need to just toughen up and grow a set. Y'all some little soft motherfuckers. I don't understand where it comes from. I can't relate to y'all. I cannot relate to y'all dudes, man. Now we sit up here arguing with women over some dumb shit and wanting to fight women and wanting to see women get beat up by other men. They're okay. All this goofy shit. Somebody gotta teach these bitches. Like I said, motherfucker, better not have a daughter. Might be the motherfucker with the same mentality as you. Or you have a son, have the same mentality as you. And you sitting up there crying every weekend with your hand up on the glass, talking to him on that little phone. Son, I miss you. Yeah, you should have taught him better. Because he out here beating up on women, getting locked up. All that goofy shit. So my whole thing, I want to put all this shit out here on the table for everybody to hear it. So everybody understand where I'm coming from with this shit. Because all I see in here is a bunch of goofy shit. I get everybody. Care what color you are. And everybody see it. My proof is here. Right here on my channel. I don't sit behind the fucking camera, with the camera face that something. No. Y'all see me, motherfucker. I'm here. This is me. And y'all sit up here like you see. Y'all fall for stupid shit. Ryan Garcia is supposed to be doing therapy. He should be speaking different. His attitude should be different. He shouldn't be even focused on the same goofy shit. Now he over here because of you see what they did at the Olympics with the Last Supper picture, right? I could tell you something about that Last Supper picture that is not even original where it came from, but I'm not even going to get into it right now. Yeah. But they replaced it with some, the other alphabet people. Yeah. And he goes right into his, to his, fuck you motherfuckers, y'all are all devils, this or that, or whatever. See? Well, again, focusing on bullshit. You got no right. You the last fucking person right now to need to be worrying about what somebody said that you didn't like. Like, we give a fuck about who offended you. Cause like what you said wasn't offensive. But nah, he started talking that goofy shit. And then here y'all go. Right along. Yeah, what you can't front though. He telling the truth on that one. Yeah, fuck. Just shut up. Just shut up, man. Let some time go by. Just, whatever. Same old Ryan. Nothing changed with this motherfucker. You supposed to be focusing on you getting your life better. You ain't worrying about Last Supper pictures and all this. You don't even know where the fuck the Last Supper picture came from. None of these fucking people. You know different from these motherfuckers. Like I said, y'all claim to be some type of holy person, but y'all do the worst things. Don't even understand nothing about the Bible or nothing. Y'all don't even go to fuck the church. And yeah, you're right. Church is a business. There's nothing but a fucking business. But at the end of the day, you're not a good person. You may do certain good things for people at times. You're not a good person. You fucked all the way up. That same dude who disrespected. I tell you what. Let motherfucking Terrence Crawford call motherfucking Amanda Serrano up and tell her, yo, I know you was raped and molested by your father. I got so much dirt on you. Yeah, let that happen and let's see how many people give Terrence Crawford a pass for that shit. Yeah. Let Terrence Crawford say he want to dig up somebody that's non-black, from some whatever nationality or whatever, and we want to dig him back up so we can kill that motherfucker again. Let him say any of that shit. Let's see how people treat him then. Everybody knows this shit. The truth is, it fuck with people. That's why when you speak against racism and people, dude, you're a racist because you said that, you know why they looking for something to say? Like, let me repeat it if I didn't say it already. Where I was watching this video where these cops got out. They was popping shots in the air. They wasn't even shooting at the guy. The dude had a rifle. Cop all, drop your weapon, bitch ass scary motherfucker. They tough when they got a gun because they got the law on their side. But he's doing all this shit. Now, as a white dude, white cops. And he dropped the gun. Now, the other cop that was on the opposite side couldn't see him because he was between a Jeep and another vehicle. Might have been 2 Jeeps for all I know, if I remember. I got the video on my phone. And he's telling him he dropped the rifle. Okay? The officer is communicating to him. He dropped the rifle. That's how we know it was a rifle. Okay? He dropped the rifle. And he's telling him, come on here, come on. Now, not saying that the cops wouldn't have shot him had he tried to pick the gun up or whatever, but I got some shit to show you guys. Well, here's the thing, what I'm saying about it. Even in that, to communicate with him that he dropped it so he knows to not shoot him. And he's doing all that. So I put, my post said, it's a good thing that he had a rifle in his hand instead of a pot of water. Because if he had a pot of water, they'd have shot him on the spot. Everybody was liking that comment. And I had about 5 people who tried to go against what I was saying. Now, when I go look at their shit, just turned out that they were Caucasian. Dude, you're racist. Who made it about race, asshole? Who made it about race? The only person even mentioned the word race is your stupid racist ass. Now, if you think I'm racist, do something about it. We in the same state, bitch. Same city. He deleted his comment. Yeah. Deleted his fucking comment like a bitch. It's not like he felt bad about it because he would have said, hey, man, my bad. Nah. He made it about race. Yeah. Big dude, strong dude, and this motherfucker got a rifle. No shots was fired. Little woman has a pot of fucking water. And if you've seen the video, she clearly ducks down. She ducks. There's no way. She clearly is ducking. She's not trying to throw shit. Shot her right in the face. He tried to shoot you right in your fucking face. Rookie bitch. Why would you tell her to go fucking turn the stove off? Now, she could have just turned it off and walked away, but they was trying to find something to happen. So his racist ass basically made that comment because what he is thinking is that I'm saying you shot her because she was black. You're damn right that's what I was saying. And if that motherfucker had a pot of water in his hand, yeah, then he would have shot her too, right? Because from that distance and a pot of water, far more damaging than a gun, right? The picture that people had in their head is that this woman went to the stove and then turned like she was about to throw. She clearly ducks down. So when she says, I rebuke you, and I keep telling y'all keep talking about, I see that in the comment sections. I rebuke these demons. Yeah, I know. Y'all always rebuke somebody. You always God this, God that, and then God stand back and watch y'all get murdered. So every time I hear this kind of shit and I see it, I'm just like, y'all, I guess the cops killing people, the shit that they do has become entertainment to people now. They just rank as entertainment because you don't see no change in what these cops are doing. And if Trump get in, you better believe it. Trump is already talking about enforcing it. He want these cops to be more strict on what they doing. You think you seen some shit? And I'm going to tell you, all of y'all that's from a different country, y'all better make sure y'all don't fuck up because you're going to see a lot. Trust me, mark my words. Trump get in, you're going to see a whole lot of news about people being deported back to where they're from. And the racist Americans will be like, yeah, that's right, take our country back. When they say, let's make America great again, what the fuck do you think they actually mean when they say that? You think you're part of the so-called American dream? Don't you think no racist people think that you're part of the American dream? The fact that if you was living like shit in the country you from and you came here and you have a job, period, you able to pay bills and feed your family. Yeah, they think that you live in the American dream. They feel like it was handed to you. You decided to make something of what we gave you. Oh, I hear the conversations. We. Who the fuck are we? They ain't talking about my black ass. Who you think they talking about? And I'm just talking about racist shit. Racist folks for who they are and what they do. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. You don't like it, stop being fucking racist then. Because that's who the fuck gets offended are the people who have that same mindset is what I'm saying. The same people that's guilty of what I'm saying. And I feel it necessary to do what I'm doing because, like I said, this is Aries Zodiac boxing. But all this racist shit that happens, that we see thrown around, look at what happens. Nobody gives a fuck about nothing. And y'all want to sit here and act like all this shit's just going to go away on its own. And we can't even sit here and just do boxing videos and people just get along in comment sections. No, everybody want to argue and be insulting each other over what? Over what? Over what? And what was so funny is when Ebony Bridges got beat, and I made that comment about when I asked Red October who did she think would win between Ebony Bridges and Ramla Ali. Oh, you should see how all the people was talking about how overrated Ramla was. Ramla comes back, wins her title back from the female that beat her, and then Ebony Bridges gets beat the fuck up badly by a chick that took the fight on 1 week's notice. Just saying. Just saying. So, that all being said, y'all, I'm about to bring this video to an end. And like I said, salute to Claressa Shields. And she got the job done. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, you're a certified, bona fide female boxer, female, MMA fighter. You're doing what you're doing. There's always going to be haters. There's going to be people that's going to have nothing but negative shit to say. They want to see, they pray for your downfall. Literally, people pray to see you fall on your face. They pray to see something happen to you. Yeah, I've been on my knees at times and heard people next to me praying for something to happen bad. It's not even because it was a bad person, just because it was something they didn't like about the motherfucker. Yeah, you got some weirdos out here. What you doing, nothing lasts forever for nobody. She may walk away from this sport undefeated. She may lose more than once. Who knows? Shit happens. It is what it is. But give that woman her props. It don't matter, because I'm going to do it. And I do that to every fighter. I give all fighters their props. I give you your props based on where you are, what you're doing. Not what the popular thing to say is. So she got the job done. So all the talking and comparing her, Amanda Serrano's better, Amanda's this, okay, right. So then let Amanda do what Christy Martin did. And go up and say, nah, you say you the GOAT, I say I'm the GOAT. Go up and make it happen. Do what Roy Jones did. Yeah. Do that. Do what Terrence Crawford wants to do against Canelo. Do that. How about that? And stop making excuses about size. It's one thing to have a small body and a big ass mouth, isn't it? So when I hear these fighters say shit and make claims, okay, back it up then. And that's the crazy thing. Even when Shields was talking about fighting Keith Thurman, she wasn't saying that shit just that she really would fight Keith Thurman. So for the females going, well, Claressa thinks she's right. Y'all also think y'all all that, but yet y'all not willing to prove it. Simple. Simple. Y'all do too much with all that bringing up this one and trying to make examples of why this person is better and all. Yeah, all that shit. It make you feel better because you feel like you and your country benefit. I don't give a fuck. Americans or whoever do that dumb shit. I'm not benefiting off of fucking Claressa Shields winning. I seen a chick go out there, put the work in, tear that ass up, and get it done. I saw a great performance by Shields. That's what I saw. That's all. That's all. I ain't sitting up there waving the American flag because you ain't for what? What the fuck am I doing all that for? It ain't that serious. It's really not that motherfucking serious. It's just a fight. But because people get all extra and all dramatized, I wanted to address all that shit in this one video and salute the Shields because she got the goddamn job done. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. So much hate out of people. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.